Hi, guys. Alright, so guess what? We're dual streaming on Twitch and Hitbox. And guess what? I have a special guest, a good friend of mine, Bazookia, here streaming with us, so that'll be good fun.
What's going on, everybody? I am so excited.
OMG, hi, Tara. Hi.
Gee.
Let me raise your volume. We've been working out kinks for a while, so...
Yeah.
Oh my god. I just noticed that what you're seeing on your end through Skype is freezing a lot, isn't it?
No, it's everything's going fine.
Okay, I'm raising your volume a little bit.
Hear me alright?
No, I'm gonna need you to hold my hand. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know, the monsters are too scary.
This game is known for its spookiness.
Actually, it's not scary. It's more of a cheesy horror.
They were not even gonna put any combat in this game. Swore he didn't want it in, and then like.
Well, then what kind of game is it if it doesn't have combat?
The publishers were just like, "What do you? No, you need to."
Then what kind of game is this? Oh, I basically just wanted to make Twin Peaks as a game.
Yeah, right? No, seriously, like that's what he wanted to do, and then like the guys were just like, "No, like you need to put in some sort of like gameplay."
I think he's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but like a fox. No, this game is just dumb fun, and I just love this game. I've only had good times with this game.
Well, go share this with everyone. So this right here is very, very reminiscent of Twin Peaks.
Yeah, and this,
it's basically like finding Laura Palmer wrapped in plastic. It's basically the same, but a little bit more dramatic, and she's nude, and I don't know. But the twin boys, I don't know what. We'll find out what that's all about.
They didn't like. I don't know. Even in the game, you don't really like. They have a weird place. I don't understand.
Yeah. As we play this game, I'm gonna go over what I know. I'm not an avid Twin Peaks watcher or viewer. I've seen bits and pieces here and there. I sleep to it. I think it's relaxing, so I put it on and I fall asleep. I drift in and out. But yeah, well, I'm going to be pointing out the obvious Twin Peaks moments. Now, apparently the creator has never even watched Twin Peaks, which I can tell you right now, that's all lies.
Right, yeah.
Lies.
It's a funny lie, though. I think it's kind of like, why? But still.
But yeah, this is pretty much the opening to Twin Peaks, you know, and is the story basically like, oh, who killed this woman, basically the whole time?
Yep.
And then you find other people that have been murdered in similar ways, right, as you progress?
Yeah, and then like, but it's like this whole, there's an underlying plot behind all these murders, like as you would be able to guess. There's some big motive behind murder, this murder, and then like other ones. Yeah. And it's the hotshot like FBI agent coming in to like, you know, figure it out.
And this game did pretty well, surprisingly, didn't it?
I think it took a while to get. It's like a cult classic sort of like deal where it took a while for people to be like, because it was super polarizing. People either hated it and couldn't like appreciate like the cheese, and like, or like they attached themselves to it and were like, I love this. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely not for everybody.
It definitely got a cult following to it.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's got a lot of the same cult following that Silent Hill has, believe it or not. And they're both complete opposite games.
Right, but it's like the small town, and then like when you go into combat, it's like, oh, now I'm in Silent Hill world, like the rip-off Silent Hill world.
So suppose I'm going into this fresh. I don't know what the hell she's crying over right now. I'm just like, okay, I guess that's your mom who died.
Right.
Okay.
No, that's her. That's the girl. That's the girl's mom. The murdered girl's mom. Like that's her friend and stuff.
Oh, so that was her friend. The friend. Oh my God, you're confusing me. Okay, now she's crying. She's crying over a necklace.
Yeah, I guess memento. It'll all make sense in due time.
Man, this game just looks so awful, but I love it.
I'm so excited. Like that's exactly what I want to hear.
What she's looking at over there?
some crazy contraption. Yeah, that doesn't make a ton of sense. Well, no, actually, it has its place too. Wow, it's really like, I don't want to say spoilers, but like, it's kind of just putting it all out there if you've seen the rest of the game. I can't believe this. Yeah, this intro is just like,
But you're not gonna know anything, coming fresh into it. You're gonna be like, okay.
yeah. By the end, you'll be like, oh, really? They're really just...
Honestly, out of all the Twin Peaks games I've played, all the Twin Peaks things I've watched, I watched the Fire Walk With Me movie, and I thought that was the best. I would definitely recommend that. If you haven't seen Twin Peaks, go watch Fire Walk With Me. Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it, no. I only saw, like, the pilot episode. So,
Okay,
so that
go watch it.
You can go in without seeing anything else?
Yeah, because it's basically, in a way, it's kind of a retelling of the whole series. It starts from the beginning. It tells it a different way. It has some of the same mystery, but a lot of really cool moments. I would say just go into it and watch it, because that's what I watched the first episode of Twin Peaks, and then I watched a couple, like, without falling asleep to it. And then I watched Fire Walk With Me, and I was like, it made sense to me, and it was great, and it cut to the chase. I felt like Twin Peaks dragged on a lot,
Yeah. No, like, I was getting that too, and I was like, I was just trying to sit there and watch it, which I don't do. Usually I, like, have something, it's just background noise. But, like,
Yeah.
you're about to play the first episode of Twin Peaks.
I'm about to start this, man.
Buckle up.
But before we do, and I suggest you do this too, let's get some drinks. Let's get some snacks.
All right.
I don't know, because this is
By
going
the
to
way,
be...
yeah, I did.
Well, we're going to be doing this for maybe about 2.5 hours, and then we're going to take about a half an hour break, and then we'll be back at it for maybe another hour or so. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take a break, but it'll be good. And then we're going to be doing this all weekend. I'm looking forward to doing this tomorrow for about 4 hours, and then the next day for about 4 hours, so Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, cram.
We're going to have to cram. If we go on a little bit longer, that's fine.
I don't mind.
I mean, we could do 5 hours tomorrow, 5 hours the next day. So, guys, just 1 second. I'm going to go grab some drinks and snacks. You do all the same. Or you all do the same. Sorry. Be right back.
But yeah, Sona, I did, before I go grab some stuff, I did watch their playthrough of it. I watched their playthrough of it, and then, like, halfway through that, I was like, this is right up my alley. I gotta go grab this. So I went and bought it, and then I, played through with a friend of mine, and it was like, he didn't expect any of it, and it was just so great. If none of you have seen, if some of you haven't seen this game yet, I'm excited for you, because it's so fun to watch. Like, I don't know. You don't need to play it to appreciate it. I'll be right back. I want some water.
Alright, I am back. So what'd you talk about with him? Oh, he's not here. Wonderful. Ow! Jeez. I just got soda in my eye because it burst. Just to let you guys know, I am simultaneously streaming this to Hitbox and Twitch.
Alright, I'm back.
If I made you... are you in the Hitbox chat? If I made you a moderator...
Yeah, man.
I'm making you a moderator right now.
Alright, yeah, I mean, I got an eye on everything going on, so.
You are a moderator. Look at that. Looks sexy with that big M. Go ahead and post a link to the Twitch stream. I don't know how to do that. Oh, actually, I can do that. Never mind.
Here, I got it. Boom. So everybody hosted on Twitch too. The BM. The big M. Look at that M. It's gorgeous. So this version actually has, like, it added these cutscenes of an old guy talking to a little girl. I don't want to spoil any of that, but it's kind of cool.
Is there actually I don't know how to explain this. Is there like a plot twist to this? I mean, is there like a oh man moment?
Yeah, it's a whodunit, you know. So I mean, you get to try to figure out who did it. And
So who shot Mr. Burns, basically?
Pretty much, yeah. These are some of my favorite like things to interact with people about.
I love investigation games. Like my biggest favorite investigation games are like the Ace Attorney series and Hotel Dusk on the DS. And I love investigation.
I do want to.
So that's what I like about those.
This is on par with those because it ain't.
You aren't really investigating, and that's kind of my disappointment. Like, remember Condemned: Criminal Origins? Have you played that?
Yeah, actually. Yeah, I beat
that has some investigating to it, at least.
Yeah, that did it well. But like even that, like this and that both, like, it's not so much that like you're forced to figure it out. It's like it's revealed to you. Rather than like, who did it? You select who did it from this selection.
Oh, really? Yeah, I remember that. And then after you complete an area, you get like some sort of flash. You get a bunch of like images.
Yeah. This like I meant like at the end of the game, like you don't make a selection and go confront somebody because you have the clues in your favor.
Yeah.
It's like the story needs to progress so your character knows who did it.
Honestly, I think this game is banking on 100% charm, and that's it.
Accidental charm, and that's the best part.
Accidental charm. It's almost like The Room of video games.
I was going to say, that's exactly it. It's The Room.
It's like The Room he did it seriously, thinking this is going to be,
movies with, like, passion behind them.
There's a lot of passion. It took them a lot of years to make The Room.
Yeah, that just drop the ball are the best. They become the best bad movies.
And then it's like, oh my god, this movie. But it has a lot of charm. I could watch The Room over and over again.
I know it. It's great.
Okay, new game. Here we go. Ready or not, here I go.
Oh yeah, the jelly faces.
They're spooking me.
Jiggly jello face.
Jiggly.
Oh man.
Oh, Amazing Grace.
Oh yeah. They're using it this early?
Yeah, sorry I didn't say you can't hear it.
No, it's okay. I've already seen this, but I actually really like these cutscenes, so I don't really want to ruin it by saying much. Because this is, like, actually super touching. And this is the Director's Cut exclusive.
Yeah, go on Twitch and watch this, guys. If you're having trouble with the hitbox.
Yeah,
I'm using all this CPU for nothing, if you're not watching on Twitch.
Yes, of course. You've been waiting a long time for this.
His voice is so fake. That was my first thought. I was like, this is like a 20-year-old guy trying to sound like he's 60.
Apparently, like, the Japanese voice actor, like, is some really, really good voice actor, but just the dialogue is just shit, and like the directing can't quite be there. So
did the creator write it too? Did he write and direct?
I feel like he might have, just because this was like a passion project. He made a D4 as well, and I really want to play that, but I don't have an Xbone, and I'm not gonna get one. It's an exclusive.
I never could figure out. I think maybe the old guy is what's his name? Is that supposed to be obvious at the beginning that he's the protagonist as an old guy?
It's ambiguous. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. Not gonna tell you.
You're not gonna tell me if I'm right or wrong, but that's my suspicion. I figured it was Zach as an old guy.
We got to
I heard there's a pretty big twist when it comes to who the narrator he's talking to is.
Oh, you looked into stuff, man?
No, I didn't look into stuff. I just heard someone told me it's not who you think it is. I thought it was just him talking to the audience.
It might be who you think it is. Here's another ripoff from Twin Peaks, The Red Room, if I'm not mistaken.
But in all honesty, Twin Peaks, in Twin Peaks, Agent Cooper talks into a cassette recorder.
Right.
And they took that. They took that, and now he just talks to, what's that guy's name?
Yeah, York has
York.
Zach. He talks to
York and Zach. Okay, so York talks to Zach. So basically, it's his cassette recorder. Okay, L move.
Right. Oh, that's. Can you like? Do you have like freedom of movement? Cause on
Yeah, I do.
on Xbox, it's tank controls.
The frame rate is crap. It's so bad.
Oh man, that's just like a.
Observe. A strange clock is ticking away, though the room itself makes you feel as if time has stopped.
Yeah, you gotta like just start checking stuff out, and then you can.
A doll shaped like a fat man. It has a plate on it which reads Washington State. A dummy for hanging costumes gives me the creeps somehow, though it might be useful for jackets and such.
Edge, if this is the pickles, I'm gonna kiss you.
Take item. Post the link so people can see the image.
How do I do that?
Just copy the link and paste it.
Oh.
Because you're a moderator, you can share images. Oh.
Really? I couldn't do it.
Oh, because it says GIF V.
Oh.
You gotta delete the V.
There it is.
Alright, I'm looking around. If the frame rate's killing you, well, don't worry, it's killing me.
Sweat. He's whispering kids. Just wait a little.
A little longer while you, like...
I know.
That's murmuring. That's them talking to each other. They go...
They have two teeth, a top tooth and a bottom tooth.
They have their own language, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, how long do I have to wait?
I don't know. You gotta like check stuff. I could never figure out like how to move this along any further. I can't.
I'll
wait
open
till
the
we get
door.
Flies. Oh, you're just fucking off, I guess. Oh, never mind. You can't.
Oh, man. I can sit on this and wait. Red leaves fluttering in the air. A chandelier hanging from above. Can this riddle be solved, Zach? This TV. A white screen. Oh, I had to check the TV. That's how.
Sorry to keep you
I
waiting.
think you had to check everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Are all these clues that reveal itself later in the game?
It's about time.
Because that's very David Lynch.
Kinda. I don't
Yeah.
give him that much credit. Swery is not David Lynch, but
Not by any means, yeah.
right. Like I feel like he's the kid who like was like that was cool when he did this. He didn't understand why, but he put it in anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. But like there isn't much. He didn't think things through necessarily. But I mean, I still like him. I like him like. Oh fuck! I was gonna make a horrible analogy.
I hit X to respawn.
Yeah. Okay, so there's this thing in this game where it's like, hit a button to profile. You never need to profile.
Oh,
And
you
it
don't.
takes time. Just don't profile. There's no reason to.
So this is the room of games. They give you options that you don't even need to do.
Right? Yeah. Like, just don't waste your time. All it does is like.
And if you guys have never seen The Room, I'd recommend it.
Totally wrong.
Definitely. I have a Take You're Tearing Me Apart Lisa shirt. It's great.
Listen, they both
So
need each other.
here's his witty banter between.
It's not called
Who knows?
interdependency. If two people need each other, there's a word for that. What is the word? It's
Sadistic things, but that's fine.
damn it, what is it called?
That's what
They need
Codependent
each other.
codependency.
Yeah.
So I've never even heard the word he brought up.
Partners try to fulfill that
He's this cool guy making up his own.
He's making up his own words. He's like, I'm a smart guy. Listen to me.
So he's smoking on the phone and on a laptop
He can multitask.
while driving in the rain. Like, dude. Yeah, he's like your computer, and this is what's gonna happen to you. Run. He just like goes off the road.
I don't think I would smoke, drive, and be on a phone and on a computer in the middle of a rainstorm.
making me go to another
And look, just like.
And now he's staring at that. I do everything. You know, I do everything behind the driver's seat.
Yeah, it's my.
I pluck my nose hairs. I
more a study than it is.
I apply my makeup.
Right? Yeah. Get myself dressed. So like, listen when he starts. Spoilers. He careens off the road. Listen to the squirrels. Like, don't say anything when it shows these squirrels. Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Oh, I remember. I think I remember them sounding really weird.
Yeah, and I'll
This
tell you
one
what
I
they sound like.
arrested
It's just
Catwoman
like,
wannabe.
it's so stupid.
Crazy.
And he never changed it throughout every version of this game, which I'm pretty sure there's like 3. He is a chain smoker. And he has his lighter says no smoking. I actually really like that.
I need a lighter that says no smoking.
Right. And that's the thing that
It's that charm, I tell you.
it's
Oh,
the lighter
crap!
that hits him to- Listen.
This is intense.
Oh yeah. Spare no expense.
You look at them. They're monkeys.
Yeah, they're monkey sounds. It's the best.
I honestly don't remember them sounding like monkeys.
Yeah, like sweary. What the? What are you thinking?
They're chimps. They're squirrels that sound like chimps. I think that's a well-known joke.
Right,
But still,
no,
that's my first time actually realizing that they were monkeys.
And he's like, "Oh no, my laptop and phone is destroyed."
I swear to God, the monsters in this game are just hilarious, and you're supposed to be scared of them. But
Oh, I know.
I don't want to die.
Oh, he's got the broken cigarette. Still gonna smoke it. Yes, monkey squirrels. Is that them?
Squirrel monkeys.
Squirrel monkeys.
Well, maybe they were monkey squirrels or squirrel monkeys. I think there are monkey squirrels, and then there are also squirrel monkeys.
It's the civilized world.
And
So one are monkeys and one are squirrels. I think they got it mixed up. They were like, we need squirrel monkeys, and they go, what, monkey squirrels? And they went, no. But they put it
No.
in that way anyway.
It's like,
The
let me show
director
you
was like, oh, we'll just leave it. It's too much work to change.
Oh, I love that.
Should I save pretty regularly?
This game is not hard.
Okay.
You'll end up dying at.
Do you have to save, or do you only save if you want to quit? And because there's a lot of games that have checkpoints, you don't really need to save.
Um.
I'll find out,
like,
I guess.
It should keep you pretty like
Look what he
healthy
did.
amount of
He
saving.
pulled himself out of that just fine.
I know. Yeah, he's just like, well, just destroying nature. It's part of the job. So melee in this game is incredibly strong, but you just run through. Like melee weapons break in like really, really fast. They don't seem very good, but they are really good. That's just
Controlling
like-
this game is like really weird. It's really floaty feeling.
What, the control?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not used to this. Usually it's just locked on his shoulder like Resident Evil 4.
Wait, put item away. No, I didn't want to put it away.
Keep melee weapons. They're very useful. Everyone
Okay.
like is like, oh, melee must be useless. No, it's really strong. Like your pistol's fine.
How do I
And
go into
every
my
time-
menu? Here we go.
It should be like I think the D-pad.
Whoa, whoa.
This. Hold on a sec.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. I got my steel pipe, guys. We're gonna do this. How do I run? How do I run? Oh, it's L2, just like Shenmue.
Oh yeah, like you
Oh,
gotta bust
God.
it.
I'm trying to figure out. I just put it away, and now I don't know how to bring it back out.
Use the D-pad. I'm pretty sure up and down D-pad.
Oh.
Shoot it with the infinite. It's really loud though.
How the hell do I attack?
It should be. You should be able to ready it with the
Do you hit... Oh, wait, no.
R1, R2,
L1.
and then X. Is it? Are you? What?
No, X puts it away. God! This is the most confusing controls I've ever had in a game.
It's only the beginning, man. Got a couple of hours of this.
How do I shoot it?
I'm looking up the control scheme.
Oh, L1. You hold L1, the same weapon or the button you use to take out the
Probably
weapon.
hit X. Oh, you hit R1 to attack, and the other one it's A, which is like dumb.
But I want to use like the steel pipe, right?
Well, use it like I would have saved it. Look at that! Just oh, wow, you blew it up.
Well, that's what I'm good at.
Blowing it up.
He's like, why am I just standing here in the rain?
Think about it, York. Think about it.
How did I wind up here?
His His like shoulder blades are like busting through his jacket. Okay, I think now you have to. If there's a meter that counts, you don't have to do it. But I think this is a point where you actually have to profile.
Oh, I did profile. Okay.
Otherwise, like, if there's a meter that counts down, just let it go. Because, for profiling, because you don't need to do it.
So it's basically like a cutscene.
It just shows you, like...
A bunch of stuff you're not going to know what it's about.
Right,
Zach,
or it's
I'll
like,
let you handle the
just
meet
shows
and
you exactly where to go.
Can you handle the meet and greet?
He's got, like, a big fat top lip. It's so great.
How much should I explore? Oh, I went back. I don't want to do this again. I thought I was going to a new area. Okay. Sorry, guys. I have to get used to the controls. They're weird.
Yeah, they're, like, I can already tell. This is, like, jarring. That...
Can I break this?
I think you'll blow up.
Honest?
You can... I think so. I think it'll blow up.
I don't want to risk it.
At least when you shoot it, it will.
Am I going the right way?
I think so, yeah. Follow your heart.
Do you know what the budget of this game was? Oh, someone's killing a dog right now. I can hear a dog getting stabbed.
Uh-oh.
That poor dog.
Go find your daughter, Cheryl. Is that her notebook next to the dog? You found the iron pipe.
Hey guys, share the stream. Let people know.
Get the word out. Shout the rooftops.
Go, go, go. Let people know that we're playing Deadly Prem. Red Seed Profile. See if they know what that is.
Is that the alternate title?
Yeah, that's the Japanese title.
Okay, yeah.
This game originally came out on the Xbox 360, didn't it?
Right, yeah. And
And then it was like, it became a cult hit. So they were like,
And then
well,
they
let's
were-
make it on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, this one's like the definitive one. Because it updates the controls and stuff.
So it was worse. It was worse at one point.
Yeah, all the pickles! I love the pickles! It's
That's
a
the first
can
thing you pick up.
of pickles, right. It's a can of pickles.
Do you
That's
think that
ridiculous to me.
the ridiculousness of that? Do they sell cans of pickles in Japan? Maybe that's it.
I don't know, but like...
I've never heard of a can of pickles, to be honest.
Right,
And plus, he'll need a can opener if he wants to eat them.
right. And like...
Why couldn't it
he's
just be a
gonna-
jar?
Like, the food to heal you in this game is hilarious. It's like, lollipops, cans of pickles.
Why couldn't it just be like something normal, like Pop-Tarts or something?
Right, even like a Pop-Tart. He just loads his pocket with
Instead, if it's a bunch of candy and pickles and...
Right. Wait until you see the turkey sandwich. Let me see if I can find the budget for this game.
Yes, the Play with Friends Tickle Pickles. I thought that was so ridiculous, the way she bends over backwards.
Oh yeah, it's just like, what can you make her do?
At first, I have to say, it is pretty scary, but then after you get to fighting them enough times, you're like, oh, they're not scary anymore.
I love this. Like the Batman, like, fade away. But, every time he gets a headshot, he's like, good, fantastic, great, excellent, fantastic. Oh, it's taking you through the tutorial, right?
Draw and lock on with R2. Oh, I guess she's dead.
Oh wow, oh no. I thought there was a...
I think there might be more out here.
Yeah, there will be.
Can I switch back to the steel pipe? Yes, I will.
It's just like, it's so strong. And then you
I
can get
don't
a,
want to die.
You can get a, like an unbreakable, like, melee weapon, and like an infinite machine gun and stuff.
No way. That makes things too easy,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Oh yeah. You get like a wrench and it just never breaks. You gotta do some side quests though.
What do I have to do after you turn on the generator?
It should open the gate around the corner.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just follow your heart.
It's very Japanese, yes.
Yeah, you don't have to profile.
Good, I won't.
Been through a lot of crazy
Yeah,
situations.
like it does nothing. There's no benefit to
Takes
it.
the cake.
Other than waste your time.
So direct.
Right. It's like, here's some flashing images.
I didn't know that. I just profiled on my first playthrough.
Yeah, just
Guys, just to let you know, I haven't played this game very far, but I have played a few hours of it.
Right, Zach?
I went back and started doing side quests, like, after I...
Yeah, I figured the side quests I would probably do if I ever want to go back in and play again.
There's not a ton of incentive to go back. So he just, hello? He like just jumps on the horn.
Hello!
Hey lady! But
Who's he talking to on the phone?
I think he's calling the FBI. Hey, I crashed, but don't worry about
But the
me.
phone called me, so the FBI's tracking me. Wonderful. That's all I need is the FBI to track me.
At the end of this game, you can go through a gallery of like... that just looks so stupid. He just looks up broken light. But Swery, like, he visited America and stuff and like took a bunch of pictures and of all his food, and he like loves like
American food. So he basically
Right.
put all the American food and candy he saw on the trip.
go to that box and just keep pushing it.
It does make sense. Oh, why is there a glitch?
Just push it. You can blow it up just pushing it. So you do have
What are you doing to that box? York peppermint patty.
Yeah, he's just like, just let it go, girl. Leave it in. Just give it a good shove. He's having his way with it.
What other game can you like hump boxes until they explode?
I love that picture of York with his hands up. That was such a good
Oh,
picture.
this guy has a weapon.
I don't think
Oh,
he might-
I broke my weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, but he gave me a new one.
And then he just like, yeah, he goes through the whole animation of him throwing it and stuff. Recycling.
Is he dying? Okay, yeah.
I can't wait to die. I have peanut butter in my mouth.
I used that picture for our stream.
It's a good picture.
Yeah, I couldn't find it anywhere. I think I got it from someone on Rely on Horror, to be honest.
It's on a promo art.
Some picture they took for an article.
Yeah.
Ah! I got grabbed. What's this mean? Oh God!
It's a
What?
mouth play, that's all.
He seriously shoved his fist down my throat.
Yeah, just let it happen. Just let it happen.
What the hell? Never seen that. Are you sure that they're trying to be serious with this game?
I'm pretty sure. Because it does take some weird turns. It gets really weird, and like, you'll find that you're like strangely invested in the characters.
Hey, does using my weapon on boxes break my weapon?
Like,
Oh, I
not
think it did.
Like, not any, but yeah, it does, like a little bit.
What if I hit walls?
Using it, man.
No. Not like Dark Souls.
Right.
Ah! Oh Jesus!
Oh, no. Get a little show. Get in a movie.
So, is this really his own personal hell? It's like Silent Hill, right?
It's not even. Like, they explain kind of what is happening, but it
Yeah.
has nothing to do with York. Like, that's giving it, like, too much credit. Like, I don't want to keep saying that, because I really love this game. But no,
Yeah.
that's not what's going on.
Alright, we'll find out. We'll find out as we play. Next 3 days are all about unraveling the mysteries of Deadly Premonition.
Oh, yeah. So now you got a knife.
But it's funny because all the people that love this game say how genius it is, but at the same time,
I love
you're sitting here going, yeah, I wouldn't give them that much credit.
No. I mean, like, I do love it, and I understand what it is, and I love it for that, and I don't want it to be anything else. It's not some magnum opus. Don't confuse yourself. I'd love it to be, but it ain't. But I love that a small first aid is band-aids. Like 100 band-aids.
That's gonna help. I wonder who acts this.
When he's tapping his chest, that's what it is. Whenever he does that, that was what part of our.
That's so funny. These are clues.
Yeah. Huh.
Huh, an axe in the machine. Let me think about that.
Looks like some fuses. Gotta use the old noggin here.
Is she on her way? I'm afraid.
I'm glad to hear that solo. She's trapped.
Headshot. Well, the gun did a one-shot kill there.
Did it? Maybe they tweaked like the damage.
One-shot kill.
Okay.
Well, I got an FBI custom.
Oh wow, it is dead. What the hell?
Or you have to headshot him, I'm sure.
So
But
you-
the controls suck so much; it's really hard to headshot.
I can't believe. Yeah, it's you get used to it though. I got really good at just draining headshots. So if you run, oh, I guess it's locked. But if you run while you
You
While you're
can
going through
you can
doors,
plow
you'll
through
bust
doors. Okay,
yeah.
just like
Well,
RE4 or any of the Resident Evil games, basically. So observe. Nope, no power here. Generator nearby. Or can I shoot the lock off the door? Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a lock. Oh my god, the controls are wonky.
Just
I got
those
it.
rubber controls. Yeah, see, he'll do this if you're just walking, like, oh, check that out. But if you're running, he'll just bust through.
Wonky controls.
They ain't gonna get better, man. This is the way she blows.
There she blows. Yeah,
Generator A.
I could say something very, very perverted about the way those monsters walk in oral sex, but I'm not. Actually, I already did.
You just implied it. They're ready to give you a gummer. They got no teeth.
No teeths.
Probably.
What the hell? Is it not dead?
Huh.
I can't move. Oh. I can move now.
What happened? You got like stuck in the corner?
Yeah, I got stuck. Alright. Can I just run by them?
Yeah.
I don't even have to fight them.
But like, they're not like intimidating, but sometimes they just start hauling ass.
Ah! I guess running by them is difficult. Because they grab you.
You can actually like, you learn it later, but you can do like you can hold your breath and like crouch down, and
Yeah.
sneak right by them.
I have noticed.
Holy shit! They just littered it with them. Wow,
Yeah.
Look at all this. Look at this.
Do you think it...
Who cares? You
I
run
think
by.
I think it wants me to run. Hey, what's that second meter? Okay, the top one is health. What's the second one?
It's like your stamina, and you can like.
Ah!
Oh.
Jesus! I didn't evade. What does that mean?
I think you're dead.
Really?
Maybe.
I think so, yeah. I think I died this way
Might
the
have had a
first time.
shot. No, I think you're dead.
Oh. I did it!
Oh.
That was
At least it
close.
didn't just kill you.
Hey.
Stamina does.
Oh my god, I actually saw his face.
Yeah.
I thought, like, you can actually see his face. It's just
It won't
painted
help you
black.
with the mystery.
His face is painted black.
It's racist. But like, yeah, stamina. You don't die if you lose stamina. You just like get all shit out, fall over.
Yeah, I could have died if I didn't evade it, though.
Yeah, you would have gotten chopped.
Are you gonna profile?
This game botches QTEs really hard. Like, not QTEs aren't great.
I failed so many of them.
This game does them poorly.
I think I failed every QTE in my first playthrough because I remember missing it. I'm like, how the hell did I mess that up? The first time that you got to do a lot of QTE with that Red Seed profile guy, I don't know his name. You got to do a lot of QTE with the raincoat guy. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even need to profile.
There's gonna be a bit of that.
Look, lollipop.
Yeah, right. It's
Recovers a little bit of hunger. How? How does a lollipop recover hunger?
Zach, I love lollipops. How did you know?
Hi, Cinematsu.
Welcome, Cinematsu.
Hi, Edge. Hi, Solo.
Definitely
I'm excited that
something
everybody's here. This is good.
Yeah, this is fun.
I love this
Coffee
game.
warning.
I'm enjoying this.
Yesterday morning, the milk.
It's only gonna
I
get
poured
better,
in
my
coffee
friend.
sun.
Especially by the end,
It said,
you'll find that you like
"Tomorrow
give a
we will
damn.
arrive in a
Like you
place
might not
that
do like the majority of the game because they do just dump the plot on you like right at the end.
Honestly, I think that whoever wrote this or created this thinks that they're being cryptic, and it's like, oh, ooh, mystery. But in the end, it's not really that cryptic or mysterious. Am I right on that?
Yeah, you're exactly right. You don't have to say.
Like the whole time is just like, ooh, mystery. I wonder what the secret is. What's the secret?
But,
Do
like,
I really have to run all the way down?
I don't. I'll tell you this detail at the end, and it kind of like. It's a toss up between like it was a choice between like gameplay and storytelling that kind of ruins it when you think about it, and I'll tell you at the end. Just somebody remind me to bring this up at the end because I don't want to get into it right now because it will completely spoil everything. You're about to have a heart attack.
Oh, you can have a heart attack by running?
No, it's just
Oh.
you just like you get all shitty and then like you have to wait till it recovers all the way.
Oh, so it's
You
good to
just, like,
stop
slow
once in a
down.
while.
Yeah, you can take stabilizer, which is just a box with a big brain on it.
Like
and then-
Band-Aids with a little heart on it.
I know, it's 100 band-aids. You just put that over my axe wound, my mouth hole, or whatever. They put their hand in your mouth and just put band-aids on it. It's cool.
That's a
There's
scary
so many
picture.
pictures of creepy York.
He is a very creepy looking guy, I have to say.
Emily's a fox, though.
She is for a terrible game model. Maybe they spent all their time on her.
On her face, and then like the rest are just whatever.
Francis York Morgan.
Check this out, babe.
Just call me York.
My big fat
That's whatever.
FBI. Oh god.
Agent York?
So he does the funniest goddamn thing to these two. He just like blows smoke right in their face.
Yeah.
Like, just wait for it. It's so goddamn funny.
He went looking for you, actually.
Like it goes, the screen goes to both of them, and like just smoke.
If you don't
Oh
mind,
my god, look at that creepy York.
I think the most challenge I've had in this game, up to this point, is the QTEs.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
I don't. They could have just gotten rid of them, or just
Would've been
improved them,
nice.
but they didn't.
If you're gonna do QTE in your game, at least make it fair.
Well, they didn't even give them some sort of different interface. They just reused the meter with the.
I bet the guy who created this game didn't even play the game.
Yeah, he just like
Do we, Zach?
it's perfect.
He's like, "What do you think of it?" Oh, I guess it's all right. All right, then good.
I'm the sheriff.
Oh man, I couldn't imagine this with the
Handlebar mustache.
George Woodman.
FBI
You don't like your
special
kind
agent
around
Francis
here, York.
Morgan.
You can just guess. I just love when he flashes his badge.
That's what everyone.
See, I'm FBI. I got this out of a Cracker Jack box.
Could you tell me why the FBI is so interested in a small-town homicide?
Maybe, Mr. York, you could find me a tighter pair of
Funny.
pants, see?
Someone coming in from out of town to investigate a homicide. A government employee. Just very Twin Peaksy there.
Yeah.
Plus, what's the name of this area? Greenville, Vale.
Green Vale, yeah.
And it looks like Twin Peaks.
Swear he is Barry.
Straight.
You think of it? What? Oh. So he's about to blast him with smoke, which is the best.
By one and maintaining.
I don't know, it just drives me crazy.
I swear his cigarettes seem too small. Does he smoke Caprice?
Here it
He's smoking Virginia Slims.
See, like, blast, like, they each get some.
Could you
That's-
send someone to take care of it?
Could you send someone to take care of my wreckage
Clothes and luggage. are still
Right.
and get my clothes out of it? I'm gonna be like doing something.
Worry.
I just
I'll get
dumped
my
my
assistant
car in your
Thomas.
woods.
Is that Gabe Newell? That's a pretty funny looking picture.
You need
Close.
anything else?
That's Forrest Kaysen. He's later. Don't spoil. That's not a spoiler, but yeah. There's Kaysen.
Oh, Gabe Newell's in this game? Cool.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll rest up first at the hotel.
I had the most fun like
Then I'll
when
join
people
you
in the
on your
chat
investigation.
like we nicknamed every character after somebody in the chat.
I really don't need
Who wants to be George?
Unlike some of you
Handlebar mustache George.
I play it by the book. I hope you'll come to
I feel like
appreciate that, Agent.
he was like named after Bennett from
How's he know my name?
Handle the investigation.
Oh, I think I told him.
Just think
he flashed his badge.
enjoy the nature here.
Enjoy the nature of monkey squirrels.
To appreciate
Perhaps you've seen our monkey squirrels.
They're very well known around here.
They're indigenous to this region.
Let's reassess the situation.
Yes, exactly.
There are no cavemen here. We're
We
as
won't
far
get into
forward
how they
as
were
the
made.
Middle Ages, and we've just met the king.
No Jesus beard. Oh yeah, he does have a beard nowadays, doesn't
Fast forward to the Middle Ages and we just met the king. What kind of line is that?
he? He's full of them. Like just stupid lines. Where he's like, I'm so smart.
Whoa, 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 whoa! We beat it.
These are great, and then like the last one will be like a hamburger. And it's just like, yeah. Total enemies defeated.
Oh, $200? What kind of job is this?
Okay, someone can be York. That's good. Who's gonna be Zach though?
We're all Zach.
We all are.
The audience is Zach.
We all got a little Zach in us.
I like his. It's obvious the writer or creator liked lots of American movies.
Yeah, he's a Westaboo for sure.
Yeah, very much a Westaboo because like they talk about movies all the time. He's always
like,
talking
that's
to
his, main thing.
Yeah, every time you're driving from place to place, he's like, "Oh, let's talk about Castaway."
It's like Kevin Bacon in Tremors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember that one the most. Is the
Right.
Kevin Bacon one.
I like Kevin Bacon. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, Kevin Bacon, cool.
I like what's his name? Eric Banana. Kevin Bacon and Eric Banana should get together and make a movie.
Who?
Eric Bana.
Oh. I was like, what the...
He's in Hannah. He's in the Star Trek movie, the first one. He's in
Oh yeah, that guy.
Deliver Us from Evil. He's a really good actor. I like him.
Is he Australian?
I think so.
He was in Funny People, right?
Yeah,
Turd.
he was also probably in that Seven Psychos or whatever.
Previously during
Just because I got a massage don't mean I got a rub and tug.
Another town in the boondocks again.
I didn't
These
think
puppies
you'd
are
be
gonna make
waiting in
this
the rain
town.
for so long.
Welcome. I'm the sheriff.
Greenvale.
Call me George.
There's definitely
He was
something
the
in this
Hulk,
town.
the first Hulk.
Eric Bana, yeah.
Feel it, Zach? My coffee.
I fell asleep during that.
You know, there's been so many different Hulks, I just don't care anymore. Right now, it's Mark
You're right.
Ruffalo.
Right.
I've been using that.
You got any?
one for a
You got any
long
ideas who this is?
Old York.
Why didn't you get it repaired? This TV isn't.
What if the twist is it's Zach?
Look at that lip.
It's got
The big old top
some
lip.
memories.
It's gotta be York. I mean, the big lip.
I used to watch movies on
Just
this
keep
thing
playing.
with
I
your-
used to watch movies on this thing.
I'd talk to this weird guy.
I guess that's why it sounds like a 20-year-old pretending to be 60 or something.
I've never
Because it's
seen
probably the voice actor of Zach. Or York. I keep forgetting his name.
York is York's the main character. So there's a bunch of cards that do nothing. Actually, there is a side quest for the cards, but it's not really that worth it. Look at that
Let's not
creepy
do it.
York. Just all over with these York pictures.
Where do I go?
The red room is
Oh,
in
over here.
disrepair.
Hey, coffee. He likes coffee. Or no, sugar donut.
Glorious sugar.
I understand a donut being a health item.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like, food... I'm not gonna have a broken leg and then eat a donut and be like, yo.
I'm feeling better now.
Yeah. Anybody up for some baseball? No, but like, let alone, like, I mean, I guess that over, like...
Look at those
like,
repeated
a bucket full
textures.
of lollipop.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah. Just the puke trail. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I know I have to hold my breath here. I remember that.
Right. That's just like teaching you the mechanic, which is more useful than you think, but is less used than it should be.
I don't think I used it one other time later on.
There's not a ton of incentive to use it, but like if you're surrounded, you can use it to get out. Like they'll
Oh.
stop seeing you.
Don't breathe.
So like it can be useful. They just like forget that you're there.
They can't see.
At least in the Xbox one, maybe
Who,
they patched
who's the
it.
kid?
Hurry.
I can't tell. I can't tell you. We gotta. This is the mystery.
Oh. I don't like the mystery. I'm gonna rage
You
quit.
don't like the mystery.
I'm
You
rage
said
quitting.
You like the. You have to hold your breath the whole time, or else you get.
No, I like the mystery. I love mystery and everything.
The who done it?
I mean, that's basically what made Twin Peaks so popular, was who did it. Everyone had to know. So they kept watching, like, through a bunch of meaningless episodes, and then they got it.
So this is the guy from Silent Hill Origins or whatever.
If I let go of R2, what's gonna happen?
He'll kill you.
The sound effects he makes is pretty creepy. It sounds like you're just squishing spaghetti
I know, it's gross.
and breaking bones.
I'm glad I can't quite hear it. Why would they stick around, guys? Get out of there.
Hold
Is
your
everyone actually
breathe.
trying to hold their breath? 'Cause good luck.
I like how he just sits there staring at him like, huh.
It's what's his name? What was the guy's name? Silent Hill Origins.
Travis?
Travis, yeah. That's him.
Oh,
His first
okay.
cameo debut.
And now he's gone, so I can let go. Okay.
Wait, what did this game do before some other popular game?
What do you mean? It started something that another game took?
Oh no, I was gonna say yeah,
I can't see this game being a trendsetter, to be honest, but
It's weird. It's not. It didn't. Like no one looked at this game for its mechanics, but what the new Metal Gear is gonna have like a cigar you can smoke or a joint or whatever the fuck you can smoke and like pass time. Well, smoking passes time in this game.
yeah, but is time really that important? It's kind of an open world, so I guess time is relevant.
Yeah, it actually like it takes forever normally.
Yeah.
Just pass time.
It kind of reminds me here of the first scene that you see Agent Cooper in Twin Peaks. I think that he's in bed. Actually, the last episode of Twin Peaks ends with this.
He's actually under the covers. Pretty impressive. Quint.
He's undercover. Ha ha.
Zach,
Whoa.
the symbolism in my dreams continues
like,
to intensify.
He just has a cigarette ready to
Forest
go.
of red trees.
Whenever I make my way to a new town, I do it in a crazy, explosive way, just like he did.
And twin angels.
Make sure I got a backup.
And then I go clean it up.
Scares me the most.
Yeah. Hey, I just
Swear
screwed
I've
up
seen it
big.
before.
I parked in
Just
your
can't
forest.
remember where.
Go ahead and clean that up. Hey, I'm gonna need a room too in the local hotel.
Well, it'll probably come
Put
back
that
to
on
me
your
eventually.
tab.
For now, we need coffee.
He only takes one puff and then puts it in this little thing.
What's the little thing you're talking
Let's head
about?
to the cafeteria.
He's got like a
Zach.
little cigarette case thing.
I hope
Oh,
you
is that
enjoy
like the
coffee.
thing that Snake has in Metal Gear Solid
Really
4?
need Some coffee.
Yeah.
Then
yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
head to the sheriff's office.
So change your suit. You
There's
can
a
change
proper
suits.
procedure for everything.
All right, let's do it.
Zach?
What suit? Ooh, fancy.
I'm thinking red. Crimson.
I'm
So
thinking so
if you
too.
want flies, you can't change.
What?
You can't change. Like he doesn't shower in order to like get less stinky.
He doesn't shower.
You just change your clothes and then wash other ones.
Cool, I can turn on the
So,
TV. But it's one static screen. Oh, no, wait, it changed.
Look at that chair. You just
It looks like I'm watching news. Like, what is this?
I think there's a weather channel.
It looks like just a bunch of screenshots of American news. Like, there's that woman. She's looks like she's taking a dump. I don't know what's going with
It's too small.
that persona image.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Persona? Just throwing York in there. Just dump him in. God, he's so good. So you can shave whenever, but I don't you want to like not shave? Make him stinky?
Wait, so not shaving makes you stinky?
No. There's like two ways to clean yourself up, and as long as you keep yourself clean, you get like points or whatever, which doesn't matter.
It doesn't do anything. So you don't even
does
need to
not.
shave or anything.
You don't, but like it's like, oh, you're smelly, we're gonna take like $10 from you when coffee is like $60.
Ooh, what's this? Look at those pictures.
What is that?
Contact now.
Berry.
Berry. It's just a bunch of berries.
Berry.
No, it's berries, plural.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah,
It said no. It says berry, but it should be plural. He must really like berries. He put these up. It was him. Confirmed. Here we go. Oh, he forgot something. What?
The York finger. It's perfect.
Do I need to save or make a call or what?
Wait a sec.
I need to go
what?
out
There's
this
like
way.
a back door? Yeah, go out that way. I didn't... Yeah, that's new to this one. There's like a back door. So you gotta go talk to Polly. Mr. York Morgan.
What kind of hotel is this? This is the most confusing hotel
Yeah,
I've
I
ever
was gonna
seen.
say the Hotel of Confusion. Pain and confusion.
What's this picture of?
I think it might be...
It's
I
a
think you
dude
can
standing.
Can you go into first person? Can you like push a stick in? Go in first person?
Can you?
I thought maybe.
No.
It's not.
I can do this.
Yeah, you can just start a twerkathon.
Twerkathon, basically, yeah.
Alright, so check out...
Do I want to buy any sports drinks or sparkling?
Yeah, right. Sparkling berry.
That sounds good.
What is that? Spork York?
Spork.
That's so good. Oh, please send that
Good
my
morning,
way.
Mr. Morgan.
That's
Your
the
breakfast
best.
is ready for
For
you.
no reason. You get Polly waddling over. I broke my back from a twerkathon.
Maybe I should ask her about it.
Right.
So, will this have any
This is...
long-term side effects, me twerking so hard?
Just Polly is fine.
Well, it's funny you should ask, Mr.
Thank
York.
you, Polly. I'm starving.
We have a local twerkathon.
This is such a boring town. They're trying to make it a quaint
come on.
town. They're trying to make it really quaint,
Is
but it's
everything
really
okay,
just a big
Mr.
boring
Morgan?
town.
Look at that big medal in the back.
Yes. It's
Admire,
delicious, Polly.
admire her.
My
No,
compliments
I
to
think
Chef.
the long table is obviously a joke. I mean, they make it a joke with the dialogue.
Yeah, they try to have fun with it, but it's
She's like, I can't hear you. I'm sorry,
Couldn't help
what?
but notice.
What's that,
Aside
Mr.
from you and
Morgan?
me, there seems to be no other guests or
Polly,
workers
you
around.
made this awkward on purpose.
What's
There's
that?
plenty of smaller tables. No.
The salt's in that white shaker
Yeah,
there.
it's like
Thank you.
here's his attempt at
I was
American
wondering
humor.
if there were any other guests or workers here.
Oh, no,
York looks
no one else.
pissed.
My husband and I used to run this place.
Are there any other twerkers here?
Now.
You've been working here alone since
Can I
You've
see
been
a
twerking here alone since
be
then?
hard by
Can
yourself.
you
Must
mark
be
the
hard by
yellow
yourself.
pages?
We're all out of pepper.
Got a long day ahead
I'm
of me.
very sorry.
It must be difficult to run a hotel by yourself.
Well, yes, I suppose. I could just live on my pension. But I
You know
have
what?
to admit,
Polly doesn't look half
running a
bad.
hotel is kind of like a hobby.
Like,
of
For an old chick?
That's
Hmm?
nice.
Yeah.
Polly,
All
it
things
might
considered.
help to hear you better if you could sit a little closer.
This.
Oh my!
All these
Mr.
cases.
Morgan,
This is just
you're
a gallery of.
embarrassing me.
Yeah, we got a gallery going on.
Day two. I think I'm a little too old for you.
And I
Son, you're
still
finding all
love
the-
my departed husband. May God rest his soul.
Roman
I
orgies.
appreciate
Yeah, it's
the
Caligula.
invitation, But I'm fine over
It doesn't look like a very big town either, so a table that long is so unnecessary.
Over there.
The hotel
You're
is gigantic.
exaggerating. This is fine.
It's one of the biggest
It won't
buildings
do to
in
be
the
all
whole
clumped
town.
together with such a
Oh yeah, the
large
map, by the
table
way,
in
is the most
cafeteria.
clumsy.
I think that's the joke. It's like this little old lady's running the biggest hotel you've ever
Now
seen.
tell me,
By
that room
herself.
on your
And it's so
desk-
big, but they don't really get that many visitors.
Look at that window. Like, that's an awesome view. I would be psyched to be here, but like, my god.
Oh my! Well, there's
This
no
place
need
would
to be the
stink
tough
like
guy
musk
here.
and dust.
I want you to
Like,
be able to
how would she clean it
relax
all?
here. I've prepared a special room for you.
We got a
Famous
special room
rock
for
star
ya.
once
You're not my
stayed in the
mom.
same Room, you know.
Really?
Get me coffee.
I feel honored.
Ollie.
If you need anything at all, just let me know. I'll help you out in
York.
any way I can.
I do like coffee.
Lady is offering to help. Do you want to ask her about the town?
Is he talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, good
Say,
idea.
Polly, what can you tell me about this town?
Well, let me see. You might know this already, but the town is.
Sir York,
called
please don't
Greenwood.
smoke.
It rains here quite often.
Smoke
but
lady. Oh, that's from
it's a nice
D4.
place, surrounded
wanna play
with
that game.
nature. It was a big and
Wow.
prosperous
D4, yeah, isn't it by the same guy who made this?
Yeah. It's only on
It's-
Xbone. He might bring it to PC though, and I do want to play it.
Well, if it sells really well on Xbox One, then
This hotel
yeah.
was built
He
back
gave
then.
he gave the
We
first
saw
chapter
plenty of
away.
guests in those days.
What do you mean?
It was
That's
free
why
for
this
like
place is
Xbox
so
Gold
big
members
for
the other
such a
day,
small
like not too long ago.
I have
And it's
so
episodic.
many fond memories
Oh,
from
is it?
then.
Yeah.
I suppose the clock on the community center is quite famous too.
The
I
story
like that
seems
GIF.
okay.
Oh, yes,
I'm-
I'm surprised GIFs actually work on this.
In the morning
Oh,
and
wow,
at
yeah.
night to let the
It's just gonna keep going and going.
You'll hear it many times
Yeah, that is
during your
Kaysen too.
stay.
Yeah, they named
It's a
him Kaysen
beautiful sound. And you'll
Is he in
like
both
it.
games? In this
I look
too?
forward to hearing it
by
then.
name.
Anything else you'd like to know about?
Nothing else though. Might be. Like
Tell me about the
Yes,
shops here.
actually, Polly. Could you tell me about the shops around here?
Shops? Well, there aren't many. It is a small town.
A small town
after
with a
all.
big hotel.
You do most of your shopping
Big
at the
hotel.
Milk Barn convenience store.
and just
The
like
couple who run it are a unique pair.
So it's kind of like the Final Fantasy creator put Sid in every game.
They might be open even if my kitchen is closed.
so far
If you
he's
wanna
only got
go
like
to
2,
a
but yeah,
bar,
I
there
think
are
like
2.
yeah,
The
everybody
Galaxy
likes
of
Kaysen.
Terror and
You'll
the
see
Sweary
Kaysen. We only meet
65.
you meet Kaysen like
I don't
halfway
care
through the
much for
game.
either
I
of
wish
them.
I could eat I wish I could eat a quadruple decker pizza.
Is that 5?
It's 5, yeah.
You should be able to
6.
find what you need.
Jesus.
Thank you, Polly.
I don't.
Quintuple decker.
Who is it? What was that guy's name?
Well, Mr.
Kobayashi?
Martin, I better start
like the
cleaning up.
Japanese eating
You
guy?
just take it easy.
Yeah.
Bring your coffee
Like,
out in a
oh
moment.
man,
Thank
Jesus.
you, Polly.
You gotta be jealous of
I have
that.
to warn you, though. I am very particular about my coffee.
whistle-
I like my coffee as black as a moonless
I
night.
understand.
That's a quote from
said.
Twin Peaks.
With it.
No.
No, that's a quote from Twin Peaks. He says, "I like my coffee as black as a moonless night."
What did York say? Sitting there patiently waiting. Like a crime boss.
But he doesn't like his coffee black. He just pours tons of junk in it. Oh, this is how he can tell the future.
Seriously. That's great.
Look
See it?
with interest. Let's do it. Oh! Whoa! I'm so interested.
Looks like FX to me.
Did you see that, Zach?
Do you see it? No.
Crisps, more.
Clear as a crisp.
Okay.
Fuck in the coffee.
I think it wants me to stick my dick in it.
Fuck the
do you
coffee.
think,
And then he does that creepy ass grin. Should I
top it
stick
off
my
then.
dick in it? I like it really hot to burn my dick.
Pretty good, Polly. Pretty good.
A medal. Grab it. Alright, well, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. And if you need a break, then go ahead. And then we'll continue. This will be the next part of Deadly Premonition.
Alright.
Alright, 1 second.
Yeah, well, I forgot just how many chapters there are in this game. But yeah. In the chowder? This coffee is so hot. I'm hot for this coffee. You guys don't understand how excited I am. I love this game, and I did a full playthrough of it in the past. Of course, I did a big dumb drinking game too, which this isn't my stream to say. Don't drink, kids. Just don't do it. But one of the stipulations was anytime the whistle theme played, then you drink. So go ahead and play at home, kids. My ringtone is also a whistle theme, so it's a great game. It's great. I'm glad Fungo hasn't played through it yet, because this is gonna be fun. It's pretty fantastic. Oh, the milk said FK. Should you stick it in the chowder? Depends. Is it cream based or is it about to be?
Okay, I heard cream based. What?
Sonia just asked something. That's my opinion. I think leave the chowder be. It's already gone through a lot.
Right now I'm playing the free PlayStation Plus copy of the game. I actually own the game though, and I'm glad I do. Definitely a game worth owning, I think.
I think like just showing people, just having some fun with some people. Just pop it in and just like
You know, my friends would probably hate this game, to be honest. If I try to load it up and play it with them, they'd be like, "This game sucks so bad." It's like, but don't you see the charm? And they'll be like, "No." Alright.
I had to when I played through it the first time. I was staying with a friend because my power went out, for like it was out for like it was last year when there was that huge ice storm. I don't know if it hit your area, but it knocked out all our power. So I was just at his house and I was like, all right, we're gonna play through this game. I don't care what you say. And he didn't like it at first, but by the end he was like, I think I like this game a lot actually. Just because by the end you care, you give a damn. And I can't wait for that.
I love these fortunes. How do they?
Are you just pounding coffee?
Like, where the hell do these fortunes come from? He's like, takes a sip. You're gonna have a fun day at a theme park. Do not act without thinking first. Lucky number 3.
So, my lucky number is 3.
Yeah, how did you get that?
The first
Wait,
case I worked after
did you already have a
FBI,
lucky
had
number
3
before?
victims.
Does he say, okay, taste level? I'd say that was a 3 out of 5. Okay, lucky number 3.
Boy, Polly dropped the ball this time. Yeah, how did he get a 3? I took 3 sips and I knew. This
I think
coffee-
he's psychic in some way, to be
You
honest.
see those shoulder?
I mean,
blades? Look at
the
that.
profiling, it seems like he's psychic. You know, when you
But there's,
profile.
like, I mean, okay, but like, there's nothing to like play up to that.
And then, you know, like how he's looking at his coffee, it's like looking at a magic crystal ball.
You could say he's just batshit too, because he's just like, he's kind of delusional in a lot of ways.
Coffee,
Like,
milk.
different kinds of coffee give him different like, because you have like a food and energy level, which virtually don't go down unless you pass time.
Yeah.
But those will bring it up.
Should I explore? Should I explore the hotel, or is it just pointless?
There's not much to see, quite frankly. Sell daily goods, like worms. Oh god, I can't.
And suddenly, no voice acting, just... Buy? Alright, what do I buy from her?
She's got a pocket full of worms and lollipops and cigarettes.
Is there any reason? She's selling cigarettes. Do you have a license to sell those? What should I get?
$19 for crackers.
Yeah, this is an expensive place. I don't like it.
She's got just like a little cheese.
Oh my god, no, just worms for
She's got a
120
pocket full of
bucks.
worms, Mr. Morgan.
You can have 6 worms for 100. I can go to the store right now. I could buy worms for like $1.
You could go in your backyard and get worms.
Screw you, you're too expensive. I'm out of
The
here.
worm market is really up these days. So
Yeah, I know. It must be hard to find worms. They must be endangered or something.
Old days. Oh,
They
yeah.
all retreated deeper underground. We can't dig for them anymore. We have to drill for them.
Proof continues though. First day of investigation. So far, you've.
All right, so I literally just drank coffee and it's giving me a ranking screen.
Right.
I did nothing.
And took a good hard look at Polly's worms.
Paul, you got some decent worms there. I want $120 for these worms. Well, she's kind of senile, I understand.
There's always this block of cheese.
It'll heal you.
These are all-
It's got magical healing properties.
Right. Look at that turkey sandwich. It's made of like rubber. It's like oil based.
And that song again, which you're gonna hear probably every cutscene,
There's like 5 songs it cycles through.
which is basically just to remove the redundancy in music. Well, we need 5 songs. Okay.
Well, we got 4. Just one more will do.
Don't be late. Oh yeah, this is where the time kicks in.
King George to thank
Yeah,
for
but, like-
preparing a car for me.
I remember some of the reviews when this game first came out, and one of the reviews was hilarious. They were criticizing the driving. I think it was IGN. And they were saying, oh, the driving mechanics are just awful in this game. And I'm like,
Tell you, Zach, this place
right away I could tell that this isn't a game, this isn't Grand Theft Auto.
left on the
No.
front hood,
You shouldn't expect that.
and nobody
It's not
stole the
trying to
car.
be, yeah, but like,
Values.
no one stole the car. It's a cop car.
This town has what the country needs.
George?
Values.
Let's head over to the sheriff's department.
God,
This
that-
town, it has values.
Look at this. So like,
Look at that low frame rate key I
I
got.
know it's always like this. These are always like two. Some of them are better, but like some of them are just like I don't know why.
How the hell could they mess that up? It's just one object and it's low frame rate. Do you think it's because they're actually running the entire game in the background?
I'm sure it's something really stupid. Cause
Oops,
not
I hit
everything
X.
does that. Only a certain.
Alright, well that was fun. I put on the sirens and then I got out. It was great.
Well, it works.
Zach,
Time to
is there
put it.
something here that you want to
Shove
check
it.
out? We're supposed
You
to
can
go
skip
through
when you get
Anagrams
in.
file
Like
at the
skip the
sheriff's
cutscene when you
office,
get
but
in. Oh, it's
if
faster.
you want to act on a hunch, then I'm with you.
What, getting in?
Yeah, you can skip the whole like. You can change your. I think the D-pad changes. You can turn on the blinkers. The
Hey, look, a
headlights.
map.
Oh, you have a map. You can. Bust
Is that new?
Yeah.
It
Oh,
is?
that would be great.
God, man.
Why you
I'm new to driving. You know what always bugged me was how loud the freaking car is.
I know it. Do triangle. That might change.
No, I think I turned on the sirens.
You can.
that-
Yeah. When I think square, that makes you go faster. By the way.
These driving controls are horrendous.
Oh yeah, they're not great. It's like driving a bar of soap on like a skillet. Like,
How do you do that? I can't even imagine what you're talking about.
it's just slippy, slidey.
Oh my
But
God, what am I looking at?
that's as far back as it goes. It's so bad.
Oh, here we go. Where am I? That's what I need to know.
Just follow the 3 arrows. Yeah, I played on the 360 version.
Yeah, so you get to see all the new things here.
Right.
I don't know if I'm driving towards that though, because this road is just I don't know where it's going. Okay, hopefully it goes left.
Eventually it will.
Okay, I can talk. So Zach,
About those bonus features.
bonus features.
What, those newfangled DVDs?
Those newfangled bonus features.
Even if they do, it's a trailer and the visual
I love the
quality's
bonus.
And when they put bonus features in, it's not really that good.
on those days.
Right.
So many new audio and visual
I
appliances
dig a
coming
good
out
commentary.
Do you remember the first video
Depends on the
that
movie.
we bought?
Like Scott Pilgrim had
Bought it
some
to
nice
record with
commentary.
the Star Wars.
I love Scott Pilgrim the movie. It had some great bonus features.
Spent hours there.
Yeah, like they had like the trivia.
Yeah.
Play.
There weren't that many to choose from.
Like Prometheus on Blu-ray
renting some really
had like a 3-hour making of, and it was so worth it.
Remember? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
That's a movie that got some pretty polarizing reviews as well.
It's a really good movie though. I don't care what people say.
John DeBello. It was really awful, but
I did make a video about it. It's like, hey, you guys, you really want to know the answers? Well, here's the answers. But it didn't really
27-minute
help because people got really upset. They were like, ugh!
But that was around the time I joined the bureau.
It's just one of those fan bases that like people are super passionate about.
No, I know what it is. After all this time, people don't like movies that make you infer things. People that go and watch movies like to be told the answers to things.
Audiences, you gotta kind of aim for the lowest common denominator.
I love mystery though. That's why I like that movie. It's so mysterious. There's so much mystery, but all the answers are in the movie if you pay
It's
attention.
just subtle.
They're very subtle. You just gotta watch it a few more times and you'll see all the answers.
Fine building for such a small.
I watched it twice.
The exterior.
Also, the best movie I've ever seen in 3D. Ever.
I haven't seen a ton in 3D. I haven't seen much. I think I saw Puss in Boots in 3D, and that was like the only one.
I've seen a lot of movies in 3D and they're like whatever. But Prometheus, it's like, whoa, it is so good.
Here comes
They did a really good job.
Floaty. He's come floating over. He looks like he's falling asleep. He's had a rough night.
He was sleeping. He sleeps standing up.
Right. Like don't cows do that?
And then he runs all feminine.
Right. He's too close
Pleasure to meet you, Agent.
A pleasure to meet you.
He's got his like
Thomas
little
McLean,
tie.
the sheriff's assistant.
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
You're looking dapper.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm not even 100% with
Please
that.
just call me York. It's what everyone else
Resident Evil
calls me.
Afterlife.
Very
Check it
well,
out.
then, Agent
Don't question.
York.
I believe I
Call
owe
me
you a
York
thank you for
Morgan.
retrieving my belongings from my car. Thanks.
Francis York Morgan.
No, just do my job.
I hear they're bringing back X-Files.
Oh,
I
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
help do everything I can to help you.
Probably in a shorter form, like 13 episodes a season.
I just
Oh
can't
man,
believe
you're
all
right.
of
Look at him right there. There's
You're
Thomas.
Such a bright.
Yeah, see, isn't it a ripoff? Come on.
Did you know her well?
I like how at the very, 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 very beginning of the game, it gives you a splash screen saying, any resemblance to any real characters is coincidental. Yeah, right. Liar. Yeah, it says that at the beginning.
I understand. Just try to relax.
Well,
Can I
you
have a
gotta
look at
figure
Anna's
that
file
out.
now?
Yes, of
trans gay
course.
stereotype. What is
The
that?
sheriff told me to let you through.
I do wonder if they did try to. Sorry, I took to cut you off. I do wonder if they did try to get rights to make a Twin Peaks game first, and it didn't go through.
Let me know when things are ready.
I feel like I don't know. Like, I feel like
Zach, Thomas appears to be the kind and sensitive.
There's gonna be a lot
The
of-
kind and sensitive type.
Monologue.
He also means gay.
Almost a good setting for a cartoon.
yeah, it's kind of get what you see.
See what you get. You get what you see. What you
Yeah.
see is what you get.
Right.
Save or not save?
It's been a little while. So there's a picture of Swery in here. He's next to a dog.
Nice.
Deadly Premonition originates from Rainy Woods, a game that Access Games began working on in 2004. Rainy Woods debuted as a multi-platform title, PlayStation 2. No kidding. Like, this is clearly just like up-res from PlayStation 2. It's nothing spectacular.
Oh, was it originally made for PS2?
It was made for multi-platform title. PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360.
Zach,
That's a
there's
little
name
weird.
written on this dumbbell.
Why both? What
Arnold.
the fuck? You just picked up a
Arnold.
I haven't met
Arnold.
anyone by that name yet.
You mean Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Be the
Where
owner of
did
this
you get
dumbbell?
this? Yeah, there's a
What do you think,
quest
Zach?
you got to do for George where you get him Arnold and
Are you sure Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't, leave his dumbbell at the police station here on accident?
George's two dumbbells are called Arnold and Sylvester. Oh, you just shaved right at the sink in the. Right you just put this in the stew. That's so gross, York.
That's what I do. Is I just shave whenever I see an opportunity.
Right. Mirror or not.
If there's a sink, that's all I need.
Oh man.
I like when you see an item, it's like a scary sound, like doo-doo-doo-doo. Turkey sandwich.
Card in the fridge.
The turkey sandwich looked rotten.
I know it, right? It's just blue.
Jesus, I would not eat that.
It's like the most healing thing in the game.
This game is the only game I can think of that is so bad it's good. This is the only game.
Well, what about I would love to say that this is a bad game, but it isn't.
No, it
I know
is.
you love it.
It's a
no,
bad game.
No, I'm saying the one I'm thinking of a game. It's I would love to say that this game is a bad game, but it isn't. I thought it was gonna be. Is Raw Danger is a good game, but it has poor production.
Yes, it's a good game,
It is,
but
a good
it has so many shortcomings.
Right.
I don't think Raw Danger is bad, though, not by any means. It just had some issues that it could have, with a bigger budget, it would have been so much better.
I bought it for $10 at Walmart solely because of the box art. And if you don't know what that is,
Yes, the box art.
the box art is fantastic.
It is,
I
it's
always
great.
said it to people.
It was like, oh my, this is going to be great.
I was like, what in the what am I looking at?
You got to
And
tell
I'm
me you
like,
played Steambot Chronicles. It's very much like Raw Danger.
I haven't heard of it.
Okay, you would like that game too then. What am I doing? Which key did he want? Squirrel keys, gray squirrel keys, or long-tailed flying squirrel keys, or what in the hell?
There's like 6 keys. Only one of them is right. I
Found
think
a
it's in the
key.
basement.
Is this the one you were
Found a
looking
key.
No.
You can't even see it, York.
There's like 6 different squirrel keys. This isn't the right one.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he like
This is
has
a
like
gray
vast
squirrel.
knowledge of
Sorry,
squirrels.
that's not the key.
Have you seen the monkey
Nothing
squirrel?
particularly special about
Find
the gray
that
squirrel,
key.
I'm afraid. You can find them in.
I like the
Yeah,
face he's making on the cover of Raw Danger.
A
I
gray
know.
squirrel.
He's like, "Ugh!"
But we're looking for a
It's
southern
funny how
farm
much they,
squirrel right now.
They like Americanized it. Like all the characters, they made them blonde. If they had like dark hair, they made them blonde. And it's like, why?
Oh, so the original game, they looked more Asian?
Yeah, they had dark hair. Everyone had dark hair. But
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the American.
Oh, they're
one,
trying to westernize it, I understand.
definitely. But like, is that necessary? Are we all a bunch of blonde like Aryans? Like we don't. Come on.
Where I live, yeah.
Really?
I live in the whitest area that I've ever seen.
I live in a pretty white area.
And I'm not racist, but seriously, there's got to be more ethnicity. It's killing me.
I'm
Everyone's so white. I don't think like a white person, but everyone's thoughts and stuff, they're very, very, very white here.
Yeah, it bums me out. I'm tired of white folk. All these white people out here.
I'm gonna sit in a jail cell.
I think that's where one of the keys are.
Taking a look. Why would the key be in a jail cell?
Right. To like their files.
Why are they losing their keys all over the place?
I think it's in like the last one on the right. Or one of them on the right.
There's a dude here. No, I can't walk
Thinking
in.
about it. Let's go in there and spend some time with him.
Yeah, what are you in here for? Well, I killed a man.
Do you want a rotten turkey sandwich? Oh, there it is.
Choke on this for your crimes.
Yeah, I think this is the one you need.
It's gold, so obviously.
Right.
It's the only
So-
gold one.
If you want to see Swery, like, there's a picture of him right down the hall next to that cop.
Okay.
He's, like, standing next to a dog.
Oh. Oh, is that him?
Yeah, that's him right there. Just
Interesting.
put himself right in there.
That's funny. Was he in the military or something?
No.
It looked like a military or a cop. He was like a cop or something.
I think there's another key down there, but do you remember what the
don't
gold
wanna
key
go down
was
there.
that you picked up?
I think it was the one.
Do you know what it was called? 'Cause
No.
there
Do
was
you know
another
what?
one down by the...
Do you know which one I needed?
If it wasn't that one, which I'm pretty sure it is, then it was there was like a shooting gallery down there, and that was or shooting range, and that's where it was. I'm pretty sure it's this one though. It's like
I never heard of a shooting range underneath a police station.
I know. Wouldn't that be a little loud? Don't they have to like muffle it?
Yeah, that would be really loud.
Like just blow your eardrums apart. It's the one right next to it. Yeah, it's the red bubbles mean. Thomas just looking at files.
Hey guys, we got 17 viewers. We're doing good so far.
What's going on, everybody? I am happy to be here.
You found
I'm
the key.
happy to be playing this game. Not even
That's the right one.
vicariously playing this game through Funko.
And I'm happy to be playing this here with you.
Oh, cool. Everyone's happy together.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah.
Southern
Ellipses.
flying squirrel. Thank
The
you
southern
so much.
flying squirrel key.
I'll bring the files right in. So
Squirrel monkey key. That's the one I needed.
Yeah, right.
His
You made it
grin.
so
Okay.
it chirps. Oh my god, just his smile.
well,
is
Zach,
so
we just
good.
got here and we've.
It's like he has like sinister plots going on in his head.
You go, squirrel fetcher. Squirrel key fetcher.
I'm the squirrel guy.
The victim's name was Anna Graham.
I think
Age
it's
18. She
it's on
just
purpose.
recently
Anna
graduated from high
Graham.
school this
Was that her
year.
name?
Her dream was
Her
to
name
go
is
out to
Anna
Sydney
Graham.
and become a model. But
Wait,
for
what
the time
was
being,
it?
she was working in
Oh
AG
no, I
Development.
just realized
If that's her name,
Anna's
then
mother died
that's
in
obviously a joke.
Hey,
when
Les.
she was a child.
Yeah, but like, why would that be? That they're not trying to make a joke.
Her mother is unemployed.
Laz is here.
and
Hey,
is on the insurance
he doesn't really like
company.
this game.
Oh, Les. Don't,
But I can
don't
see it.
dare.
Like I said,
I mean,
my friends
I
look at this game and they go, "This is crap."
I understand when somebody doesn't like this
Financially,
game.
No, I can totally
they
understand.
led normal lives.
A normal life is exactly what a curious teenager
High
doesn't
brain
want.
puzzle of God.
It's all starting to make sense, Zach.
You own it. What's your beef?
What's he eating there?
He's eating Thomas's roll. And it's like or his, he ashes right on the plate.
You just made me crave a cinnamon roll. God.
like
All of
a
them
like a
told me it
Cinnabon.
was him.
Oh
Some
God.
should have been.
Oh no! Look what you've done.
Oh,
I
God.
wasn't even thinking about that.
Good biscuit.
I'm moving the mic.
Tasted a biscuit this delicious.
Okay. Should I put my dick in the chowder?
Yeah.
Actually,
that's what I was asking about the cream base before.
It has my special recipe.
It's non-dairy.
That's amazing.
Non-dairy.
What are you doing in law enforcement? They're very
Great for
particular
the
about
for kids'
biscuits already,
parties.
you know. The balance
Yeah.
of
The
milk,
size of that
butter you've achieved here. Oh my.
Agent,
The butter you've achieved here. Oh my.
you are welcome to accompany me to the.
He is an enjoyer of food.
Emily, you
Yeah.
can
He's basically like I think honestly, Swearty like wrote his character into York,
Let's get going.
like when he was in America. So that's probably how he thought when he was eating American food. Like, wow, the butter is just so flavorful, and
just food in Japan, like other than like sushi, it's like this.
yeah, food in Japan kind of sucks. I have to be honest. If you weren't born and raised around that food, you'd be like, oh god, I can't eat this. Everything's so fishy tasting.
Yeah.
So fishy, and it's like, ugh. Even their ice cream.
Spices.
I'm sure they have seaweed ice cream, and it makes me want to gag.
Wait, what? Seaweed ice cream?
Yeah, they have sesame seed ice cream, which is surprisingly good, but...
Really? I don't know. I couldn't see it. I don't know. That's weird to me.
Yeah, black sesame ice cream is probably my favorite flavor of ice cream, and you know what? You can't find it anywhere but Japan.
Wow. That's a bold statement.
I've been looking for it. Squid ice cream. Yeah, that sounds great.
Ice cream. Why? That's like those Harry Potter jelly beans. You know what I'm talking about?
Like booger ice cream.
Yeah, like fart, like jelly bean. Like, why? Try fart. No.
I'm gonna open up my own country, and I'm gonna have like
Down the road by
fart flavored ice cream, and
Just open your own country.
Come on.
Known for its fart ice
If I'm
cream.
right,
Chief export.
so if you want to eat here, everyone here eats fart ice cream, and
It's our favorite.
You don't even know how to get there.
Goes with everything.
Which
Fart
is another
floats.
good reason for me to try,
That's
George. I need to learn my way around.
Oh, the
town.
York finger.
Man.
The animations are just the best.
Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, you can.
fair enough.
Oh, the whistle song. Oh, I can't hear it. Damn it.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. You're an
I'm trying to whistle to it. I don't know how. It's a weird
You
melody.
have to learn your way around town.
I'm not
You're
gonna
doing it.
Whistle over it.
No, you're doing it.
Yeah,
No, it's
but I
a
don't
whistle
wanna
song's
whistle over,
gone.
like the real
Get
version.
moving. The
Somebody.
hospital closes at 2100.
It almost sounds like that song from Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, so I remember somebody in the comments was like, in the a YouTube comment was like, "This is the worst remix of Mario Brothers ever heard." It's like, you idiot.
It does sound like that though.
Yeah, it does. No, totally. Like, I get where he's coming from.
Same notes, just arranged differently.
Right.
Okay.
Agent Morgan, get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because
Mission
you have a badge
knife.
doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
Here, you're
George, what are you, his mother?
George, what are you? His mother? You're not my mother!
Results.
Agent York is.
You don't know my mother. She was a great woman.
His facial animations. What the hell?
Somebody said it. He does look like Danny Trejo, just with the goatee and
Well,
then like
Agent
the
York, let's
the
get going.
scars.
Sure, sounds good.
It got rainy pretty quick. Alright.
Here we go. So,
Oh, the collisions in this are great. You just stop dead.
oh yeah, and like, so there's a few things about the driving. There's like
Is there a handbrake? That would be awesome.
there's yeah, but it sucks. it whips you around like a horseshoe. It's horrible.
Alright, let's try it. Oh, which button is it? Oh.
Circle.
How do I get over there? Right. I guess that's how the driving works, right?
I think it's like I think there's actually like slickness when it's
Most
raining.
of the time, yes.
So it's even worse. Got it.
Going all over the country alone?
Yeah.
I will say I've never felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, relationships and I are fleeting strangers.
What, York? Relationships and I are fleeting strangers.
Surprised to hear.
That's because you're young. You
It's the
notice
folly
things
of
like that
man.
at my age. You have to treat women carefully, like a thin.
If I could just skip the driving sections, that would be great.
Cut scars on your face. Just
Dead end!
right?
Kill me!
If you get out, okay. Here's what I'll tell you. There's like shortcuts like this, but if there's cones, then
Yeah.
and the cone is like dragging in front of you, or you're like sliding over the cone, it'll start just eating your car away, like eating the life away from your
Oh,
car.
really? So I can destroy my car.
Yeah. But flares will bring you new cars. That is.
Okay, I gotta go back the way I came.
I think you can go straight through there.
You think
Like,
so?
it doesn't show.
Oh.
Yeah, like just keep going forward and it'll bring you to that road.
Okay, good.
There's weird shortcuts. You just blow up that.
Agent Honor by destroying a barricade. I got honor.
You got some swag YOLO points.
YOLO swag. What the hell is this road?
It's just a big.
Well, I mean, a field, but still, it's like
I know this is your town, but I know
this would be a perfect spot for a playground.
Think about it, guys.
Out in the middle of the woods.
You got the sheriff in your car. Think about it. Playground. With kitties.
I don't get it. Are you trying to say something?
Me?
I don't know what you're trying to say. Where am I?
You got George and what's her name in the car. He's telling him to open it up. Forget it.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
shortcut.
Forget it.
Don't go left. Don't go left.
Oh.
That's how you get to the hotel.
Driving around is pretty meh.
If you get out, they'll be like, "Oh, I guess then we'll go by ourselves, York."
And then I'll have no car.
No, they'll just take off on their own, but then you'll be able to jump in the car.
I think I've had that happen, yeah.
So yeah, you have gas too, but you should be okay.
I hear you, man. Tell you what.
You can get faster cars, and like clearly they didn't work the kinks out of their driving mechanics, because if you're in a fast car and you start going up a hill, like you just start glitching. So like it's insane.
I was about to say, I think it's hilarious when I put on my sirens, the engine sound changes, like I'm changing it to a different gear.
Yeah, because you go faster, but like
You go faster when you put on sirens?
yeah, you go 5 like miles per hour faster.
Oh, you're right. I did see that. Ow. I can talk. Well, we're in the middle of a homicide investigation.
Mind on the matter at hand.
He's right.
Yeah, they're like,
York.
"Shut up, York."
You still don't know
Driving
your way
crazy.
around.
Dork.
Keep on driving us to the hospital.
His name is Dork.
Yeah, I wish they just like went ahead.
Just like Grand Theft Auto, am I right?
Better. Yeah, the funny thing is when I played this with my buddy, he had like just got Grand Theft Auto 5, and I was like, "No, take it out. We're playing this."
Pretty big hospital.
Laz is right. That was some taxing 5 miles per hour because I shift like 4 gears just for 5 miles an hour.
From the town's prosperous slumber days.
Guys, you don't want a
Imagine
slick
now, though,
poncho
isn't
like
it?
I
My
got.
mother always talked about how energetic
Guys, what?
this town used to be.
No, just like he's
Almost
got the
like a
poncho.
gold rush,
They're just
she used to say.
sitting in the rain.
Impressive.
George got a leather jacket.
The hotter the fever, the faster it cools. And so
There's an awning, guys. Go
Anyone
under
can
it.
leave this place.
There's like standing-
Honestly, I don't think they really planned this out.
Your understanding, I'm sure.
Is there dynamic weather, like rain, sometimes no rain?
Yeah,
That's why this
that's
case
it.
is our
That's the
problem.
ex-
Well, they probably time it. Like, oh, it's gonna rain at like 1900. It's gonna stop at 2400 or 2300.
Yeah, just from time to time it'll rain.
Deadly tweaks pish, Twin Peaks-ish. I can't say that.
Peaks ignition. Deadly peaks ignition.
There you
Weird
do.
Type things.
There you do. Hey, look, it's Lisa.
Hello,
There's more
Sheriff.
lag than usual.
Ah!
Freckly Fiona. That's what they call her.
Her name is
Her mom
Freckly
named her
Fiona.
Freckly.
Usha. Do you know where he is?
She has freckles. Let's name her Freckly.
We all know you as Freckly
Hospital?
Fiona.
Nice to meet you, Mr.
She has a
FBI
side
agent.
quest where she starts
The
asking
computer
you
room
like,
is where our employees share a computer.
medical
Very nice to meet you
questions.
too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
How many chromosomes does the average person have?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
Freckly
Besides,
Fiona.
that scar on your face is the
She's
biggest
got a nice
thing I
rack,
have.
though.
It's not
Rumors
bad.
get exaggerated
I don't know
as
how
they
she like
spread. Even in the
shrink wrapped that
countryside.
jacket onto it.
You're right. She vacuum sealed the jacket onto
You
her.
haven't
So
heard of this yet?
This is a
It's
tattoo,
a recent
actually, Mr.
bestseller
Morgan.
mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town
This
close
is a
to the
book.
Canadian
I wish
border.
that book just said berries.
Peaceful,
oh my god, the animations of that nurse
however,
behind
that
her.
peaceful town
I know,
was
right?
shattered by a
Just
terrible
Terrible.
the murder
Through
of
the
a local
shut
girl, and that
the
incident
closed
causes grief and
filing
sadness to
cabinet.
everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious.
The dialogue.
people still
It's a
live
space
alive.
bag.
Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenville.
Fiona, don't say
You
that.
know what? She's in good spirits
Sorry,
for
I
someone
should
named
have said
Freckly
that.
Fiona.
Anna dead and all.
I don't know, that just bugs me.
Books are written to entertain.
Anagram dead.
It's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world.
Yeah,
Much
Wait,
different from
did
that
George
of
just
novel.
like pop up and then
There's no need
down
to
again?
apologize.
Was I seeing
Thank you,
things?
Agent.
Wow. Give her the braces.
I don't know. I was watching, but I didn't see what you talked about.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was just because like a frame, like a. Yeah, you just pulled out a knife on Emily. Just flipped around. I did that too. I like went up to some like people.
Look at her. Ah! Look, her bottom half doesn't even move.
That from the,
That's
the
right.
torque-
Bend over.
the Green Veil Torcathon.
I'll bring her to her knees. I'm scary. Okay.
Good thing we're in a hospital.
Good thing we're here. Because that way, if I injure you, you'll be okay.
Okay, hold on a second. So maybe they patched it in this. I'm warning you right now that
There's a
few
freeze.
bugs I ran into. Those gurneys, you can accidentally push them in the way of places you need to go, and you can't push them back. Like, you can just like shove them to the side.
Okay. Well, let me know what you're talking about when I get there.
Like, there's just gurneys in the hallway, and then you
Oh,
just
in the
run
hallway.
into them
Yeah.
and push them in front of hallways that
Like
you need
this?
to get through. So
Oh.
like,
Oh.
yeah. So be careful because like they didn't think about it. They're just like, cool, the gurneys move.
Let's make a move.
Yeah, and just ruin the game for yourself.
Oh, that happened to someone in The Evil Within, where a chair blocked a hallway, and
Yeah, that was one of my
Needs to check
buddies.
her information.
that was your buddy. You sent me that.
No, I
Then.
don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
okay.
great.
Does the doctor like playing
He was able to
games
get
by
through
any
when,
chance?
with a grenade,
What do
but
you
other
mean?
than that.
There's a message on the computer, and a card key
So
already
I
set in
forgot
place.
the riddle to
King
this.
passes the rook.
Like, it's just in
and
order.
meets the bishop.
King, rook,
Knight
bishop, knight,
takes a
pawn, queen.
pawn
That's it.
along
That's
for
all the order.
Oh, in order of
What does that all mean?
power, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't played much chess, but yeah. Like, that's the puzzle.
That's such a puzzle.
Right. But, like,
Okay.
the problem is you overthink it. So, king... I'm pretty sure that's it, right?
Pawn. What's the next one?
I think it's king first, right?
King first?
Yeah, do it in the order it says on there. King, rook, bishop, knight.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Okay, king. Passes rook. No, that's not rook. What am I doing?
Rook is...
Rook and meets bishop.
Bishop's the little, like, yeah.
It looks like he has a little mouth going. Yee! I draw little eyes
like
on
a-
him.
It looks like a seal balancing a ball.
Yeah, basically. Or a seal with a big cartoon nose. Where's the knight? Here it is. And the queen. Queen. Oh, wait. What?
Pawn, queen.
Oh, damn it. Pawn, queen. So you just, like, read the names and put them in
That's
order.
it. Yeah, like, I would, like...
So it's so easy to overthink that.
Right. Because, like, you look around the room and stuff, you're like, ooh,
Doctor
I did
opens
it.
below with
How you like that,
deceased.
Emily?
Another code?
I said the puzzle
There's
out loud.
nowhere to
That
insert
was-
the password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
I don't know. Puzzles could use some work.
The message appeared with the card
So
key.
far, I
It's
think
telling
that's,
us where to use
like,
it.
the only one.
This is not the time to be joking around.
And then,
Agent
like,
Morgan.
You could
I
call
th-
fishing a puzzle because it's just terrible.
I think-
thought the drawing was bad.
I think a game, if it really wants to troll people, I think it should do puzzles that are really easy if you don't overthink them. Perfect. Just make all your puzzles really simple.
Time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
I think Resident Evil's like that in a lot of ways.
Nah.
It's just like for the most part.
Resident Evil
like-
doesn't even have puzzles anymore.
Yeah, like even Resident Evil 1 was just like push
Yeah.
these blocks.
Like, I remember Resident Evil 4 had that slide puzzle, which I hate in every game I play.
Oh yeah, like the little like Resident Evil 4 had it, and
Those freaking, like, you have to arrange it so it's a complete image. Oh
you
god,
got
I
like
hate
one,
those.
yeah, the one like space, and you got to slide a bit. Yeah, those are the worst. But I didn't like the Resident Evil 1 where you gotta like push the like suits of armor or whatever around. You know what I'm talking about?
The very first or the remake?
I think it was a remake. I don't know if it was in the first one where the gas will come out. and the-
Yeah, you gotta push them, and then two will move, and then push it, and then two will move, or whatever.
Right.
Which is actually really easy, though. You had trouble with
it's
that?
like No, I just didn't like it. It's like it's not much of a puzzle.
I have to
It's
go
like-
downstairs. How do I do that?
This is the worst area. Just super confusing.
So every place is really confusing. The hospital especially, because who builds a hospital like this?
There should be some stairs around somewhere. Yeah, let's just confuse our patients.
There are more
and our-
corridors than there are rooms.
Just drop through the floor.
I wish I could. No clip right through. Hey, what are they waiting for?
Actually, that was the couple I pulled the knife on the first time. It was like, oops. Like, freak out a woman in her. It's like, just checking your reflexes.
Now observe them as they stand there in fear.
This
Or sit there in
family
fear.
is horrified. Mission accomplished, Zach.
I think I lost honor.
Yeah, you do. You lose agent honor, which is just cash. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god, where do I go?
There should be some stairs by the. You just go in a circle. There should be some stairs by like the main corridor, I think. Is that the animation? Yeah, like the. No, it's not as much. I thought that was like the rock and taint one.
Rock and pain.
So like turn right around. Like go to the main corridor.
I spin right round.
Like a record, baby,
Yeah, you got that.
so to speak.
Okay, I need to go down there.
Yeah, but go to the main corridor. There should be some stairs there. I think.
You think I know where the main corridor is?
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh. Stairs.
Yeah. All right.
Is this
so,
it? Office.
You keep turning right. Hold on. Go
Ward.
past directly, Fiona.
No. Who's this guy? TV. Rain from the evening until morning. We should just go back to the hotel. Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
there is don't go back to the hotel.
But he said.
Yeah, but that's you gotta find Usher.
Oh, okay. Where's the stairs?
So you're in the main corridor. So
Stairs?
Don't go that way. You keep going
Ward.
that way. Turn around. There should
Okay.
be some stairs.
Wait, is that office?
To
Oh.
the right. Through that
Bathrooms.
door by that lady, maybe.
By this lady?
Yeah.
This
that
way?
door, maybe. Yeah, I think
This
so.
goes to the other wing of the hospital.
There might be some stairs.
Wait, these
There's a
are.
map.
Yeah, let's look at that.
This is gonna take up the most time. Get
Just
these-
figuring out where to go. Stairs. Looking for stairs. Looking for. There's a key. Oh, that needs a key. Looking for stairs. Looking for stairs. Looking. There's stairs here. Oh my god, really?
This game. All right, my bad. I didn't know.
So it's basically.
Labyrinth
Yeah, it's a labyrinth.
minus David Bowie.
That would have made this game so much better.
That would have been an improvement.
Not a whole lot of people talking in the chat. Come on, guys, talk. Talk with me.
Premonition.
Talk about the deadly prems.
It's the maze. We gotta get out of here. It's just sapping the energy out of this stream. There you go. Hang a Roger. David Bowie knife. I like that.
Very good. David Bowie knife. I found the stairs.
Yeah, like the Xbox version just like ripped. Yeah, like see that gurney? You could have pushed that in the way of the hall and then never been able to get through. Oh, it's horrible.
Could you do it by accident?
Yes.
What gurney?
Don't do it. Don't even play games.
That one?
Yeah, you could have pushed that right in the way of this hallway. Then you're screwed.
I would do that to someone to troll them.
Hey, push that gurney? Yeah, there you go. Alright, now turn off your console and just restart.
Alright, going through the door. What will I find? Nobody knows.
Usher. He's down here somewhere.
Should I push this gurney?
He's trolling gurney.
Oh god, oh god!
Did you do it?
Almost.
Oh god, that
almost.
would have been... that's like the perfect... Maybe you could have like weaseled it back, but... I remember
I
doing
probably
it,
could have.
No way. I hope.
Unless it got kind of like stuck in the
Start
hallway.
messing with the morgue and opening up. Just want to see some cadavers, that's all.
I want to see some bodies.
I'm just a body guy.
It's locked. Open up.
Just like knock. Going the other way.
What's this? Phone call?
It's like
Machine?
this is like prepping.
I could save.
Food. Get some grub.
Oh, I don't need grub. I don't need food. I'm full health, man. So who's this guy?
This is Usher.
Nice.
So every character in this game, there's every character, or even a few more for every letter of the alphabet.
Let's get started.
Which is weird, but it's true.
Hey, it is Usher.
Usher.
This
Doctor.
is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Yeah, see? Right in
Nice
the
to
chat.
meet you. I'm Usher Johnson.
There he is.
Doctor in this house.
So it's
special
the
agent
actual
Francis
Usher
Morgan.
with a slightly different spelled name.
Yo, I'm responsible for getting Justin Bieber's career. I'd like to
Very
thank
well.
the Academy.
I just realized yesterday that there's a new Justin Bieber.
Practitioner?
What? Who?
Let's just say
They replaced him with something Mahoney or whatever.
that
What?
I don't remember his name, but he looks like Justin Bieber in every single way.
If our FBI agent could handle the
I guess Justin Bieber got too old, so now they got someone else that looks like Justin Bieber
Glad you liked it.
when he was younger.
Mahoney?
We don't have much
Something
time.
Mahoney.
We need those autopsy results.
I think someone in the stream will know what I'm talking about.
Try challenging us without obstructing the investigation. You've
Mr.
angered the
Mahoney.
monarch.
It was like Austin Mahoney. That's it, or Austin something.
Lips Mahoney. I like it.
Search Austin Mahoney and see if you find it.
Onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles.
Yeah,
And look at his picture. He looks just like Justin Bieber.
Between 20 and 2200 hours.
I see it,
That's
yeah.
still quite early for such a crime to take place.
Post a picture so people know what we're talking about.
Note that there are
That's
two
the new Justin Bieber, guys. Get used to him.
pressure marks around the neck and a long cut.
I don't know if he sings or what. I'm not sure.
Blood marks on her
Well,
right
you know,
hand.
talent is a little,
You don't need talent.
right.
You just need the right people telling you what to like.
I love Nickelodeon. You crazy?
Her skull is also
So,
fractured. But that
Here's
is
where
unrelated
the
to
plot
death.
thickens.
It probably happened to
You learn
her
about the
after
murder.
she
Oh, there he was.
killed.
There's the original Justin Bieber. Look at that.
Yeah, but Justin Bieber didn't look like Aaron Carter. In this case, it looks like they got his little brother.
Death
And he
by
definitely didn't play
suffocation
basketball with
due
Shaq.
to the marks
So
on her neck.
maybe he did, actually.
Aaron's party, come get it.
I now have a
Right.
different conclusion.
Even though I hated it, I knew it. I knew girls.
The
in school
direct
loved
cause
that
of
kid.
death
I love
was
Aaron
loss
Carter.
of blood from the wound.
Where is he now?
Jeez. Gutter
He-
somewhere.
I love
He's
seeing.
disappointing someone
I
someday.
love seeing child actors and where they are now.
Which means
Like Haley Joel Osment.
Cut up.
It's like, what happened to him?
He's a chunker. He's
He looks so
hilarious.
different now.
Yes.
Yeah, he like.
sharp
Did you?
knife was
Are you a
used.
fan of Always Sunny in
It was
Philadelphia?
inserted beneath the
Is he in that?
sternum and quickly
He was.
sliced
He was
down.
in one episode where like
The excessive loss of
all
blood
these
from her
different
internal
celebrities were
organs
playing
is
everybody, and he
what
was like
actually
Mac, and he was actually really
killed her. Her
funny
nails are
as
clean,
Mac.
Oh,
with no skin cells
And,
from
like,
the attacker.
Like Andrew Dice
She
Clay
also
was
doesn't
Frank and stuff.
appear
It was
to have
really
been
funny.
bound nor badly beaten.
But
She was apparently killed without resistance.
have you seen Macaulay Culkin? God, what a ghoul.
The most tragic.
He is
thing,
ghoulish,
however,
to say the least.
oh well, yeah, I've seen him. He's about my age now.
Speak her story.
Yeah, but he's not looking great. He something.
Oh, he's on drugs, I'm sure.
He's gotta be, yeah.
I think he probably does crack.
Possibly. Aaron Carter now. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't look too different.
He does look like that's
Cut
just
out
like a
his tongue.
It's just like 20 years later.
She was
Aaron's
drugged
after
first
party.
to phase her consciousness, and then the killer
He
killed.
looks like a little kid. So anyway, it's a killer cutter.
her. The killer
Like,
most
he ripped her
likely
tongue
has a
out and
deep,
stuff.
traumatized past concern.
Usher knows a lot about serial killers.
Probably cannot converse
He's a profiler.
Yeah, and then York's like
cutting
sitting
out
there
her
like,
tongue suggests a
listen,
very
actually you're wrong, doctor. Like he's being all
either
cocky with
that
him and stuff.
or a truly hard.
I guess that's where he gets off.
He must get off.
Oh,
on
guys,
watching
see? Look at
women
that.
Suffer, especially when
Age
they
hasn't
can't
been
answer
treating
back.
him well. He looks like he's 40.
He watched as the blood pumped from her body.
what's her name was dating him for 8 years.
A case in Seattle.
Jesus, what's her name?
1985 with much
Usher,
Jesus,
please limit your
tell me.
report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profile.
Mia, no. I know she was in a lot of stuff. She's the voice of Meg in Family Guy, and
Mila Kunis?
she's in Black.
No
Mila
way.
Kunis. Yeah, they dated for 8 years, and she broke up with him like a year ago.
I love Mila Kunis.
And she said, he was kind of weird.
Tell me the time
She said, I am so glad I broke up with him, she said. I don't even know why she was with him for 8 years.
Thanks.
Just before I went to bed, right after
He
the
does.
TV
He
ended,
absolutely
so
does. Look like he's
around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
It looks like he just got in a
An
fight.
American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, he definitely looks like he's
By John
into
Hughes,
drugs.
1981.
Oh my
So
god,
the rain
that is
stopped,
not.
accompanied by the
That's
ending
what's his
song,
name from
Blue
Always
Moon.
Sunny.
George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What
Getting
more
ready
do
to
you
die.
hope to
It's not
find?
my. It's not my job. It's God's job. Who doesn't exist, by the way.
I'm sure I mentioned
I love
have
that
a
show.
personal
It's so
interest in
fun.
cases like these.
All right.
There's no interesting cases like.
I'm going to look and observe.
Let's take a good hard look at Usha.
Oh,
Everybody
sorry, I was looking at the wrong
bask in
thing.
it.
Bask in that crotch. Look at her.
That's supposed to be tears, and that doesn't make sense.
She was bleeding out of her eyes, I guess.
Evaporated liquid around the eyes. That no evaporated tears do that though. Not that I've seen.
There's some wound on her hand, but here. Oh, she was holding that necklace, I guess, or something.
It's like super tight. 6 hours.
Her other hand has that too. Oh my God, those feet!
Yeah, look at them feet. Ugh.
Bad graphics does not translate into this is what a cadaver looks like.
It's supposed to be like blood that dripped on her feet, but yeah, it looks like shit.
Stunning blonde hair, even in death.
If you guys want to leave the room, I need to do some I need to profile. Pardon me. I don't know what else you gotta look at. Maybe her feet.
Her
Or
other
You gotta
hand,
look at her.
fake fingernails. Okay, that's the clue.
Yeah, I think you just have to look at everything.
Now, I'm not too familiar with Twin Peaks, but I think that was one of the clues in Twin Peaks was a broken fingernail. I'm not sure,
Of
but
resistance, I'd say
It's
that
been a
Anna's
while since
injuries
I've seen the
happened
first
where
one. She's got a flat top head.
Unable to speak, she was then left to cry.
I know that the necklace was a big clue in Twin Peaks.
All starting.
Like everybody was like
Perpetrator
in love with this chick.
stayed
Like
with her
everyone in
for
town in Twin
2
Peaks.
hours until it
Peop-
stopped
Like
raining.
everyone's like bawling their eyes out anywhere you go.
At
It's
the
crazy.
estimated time of her death,
Who
it
would
was
kill
still
her?
raining. But you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a
See the
roof
marks on her
somewhere.
cheeks.
She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing.
Are they saying that Macaulay Culkin burned himself?
Very blunt.
That's not him. That's from
It's more likely it was
Always Sunny.
chopped
It's
off.
funny, but yeah,
Usha, are you a passionate?
that's Ricket.
Well,
Rickety
not
Cricket or whatever.
particularly,
Cricket.
but I am man enough should the moment
Yeah,
call.
particularly.
Huh. I am man enough.
Your confidence says it all. Your body language. I'm very passionate, especially when it comes to
I
women.
don't see what that has to do with anything.
I get down.
George, the perpetrator
God,
was just
he-
like you.
Just listen to.
He's passionate about women, just like you. Only
He's a passionate
you don't murder people. He's a passionate kisser.
The kiss of
He can tell that she was made out with.
Bit off honest Tom.
He bit it off.
Ugh.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this.
Whoa.
But this is still a big lead.
Wouldn't she have blood around her mouth?
You were, like, think about that. She'd have to, like, how much of her tongue did he bite off? He would have to really get in there to bite her tongue off.
But there's blood around her eyes, but not around her mouth where the tongue was bitten off.
Is that really that gross? It's going into her mouth. It could
All he's doing is going into her mouth, and they're acting like he's ripping her apart, like cutting her open.
My God, York.
This case is like the jurisdiction of
She must have really bad breath after death, I guess.
I'll need
Your
you to
tongue's
assist
into
me in the
it.
investigation.
What in the
Morning
hell
death
do you
breath.
mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
Don't be
That's
crazy,
not why
crazy
I'm
shit.
in command, George. You're a suspect just as much as
Guilty until proven innocent with me, bro.
It's the way of America. Let me show you something, y'all.
I got 3. Now I got 4. That's why it was called Red Seed Profile, was because of that.
Right. But yeah, then he's just like, yo,
Yo, I got a lot of them.
get it $20 a piece.
I just keep them in my pocket.
Who wants in?
Amazing.
First come, first serve.
Demand's high. They'll be gone.
Details are top secret.
He keeps little individual baggies. Why didn't? Come on. Dude.
Just put them all in one baggie.
You're right.
Well, because if they did do that, then they'd have to make a new model, and they're like, we could just make that one baggie, and we don't have to design another.
It's like,
Very
yeah.
well.
We'll just pull out a bunch of the same model.
I couldn't tell if they were all in the same order. Now he's got a cigarette ready to go. Investigation's over. You're all under
Bishop
arrest.
takes queen.
Oh, and then he like, of course, Bishop takes queen. Oh god.
And checkmate.
Oh, he wins. Checkmate.
Burn. Sick burn.
Oh, Usher's like, damn it. I should go reconsider my career.
My job. Runs his computer.
He's already looking for jobs.
Craigslist jobs.
He's like, damn, I gotta do this quick. There's no time to waste.
I'm gonna apply at the dump. Oh yeah, Jello mouths. That means you're like about to fight some stuff.
So this is finally we get to the twisted otherworld part of the
Right.
game. And he's sitting there about to light a cigarette and he didn't even notice all the crap going on.
Is it hell I smell? I thought I smelled hell.
Man, hell's always behind me. One step away.
You seen my lighter, hell? It says no smoke.
Zach, they're here.
It's like he's like scoffing at it.
I need that picture right there.
Yeah.
Um,
I love that. All right, so now you can eat and save. Stop.
all right, we're gonna take a break if you need to. If you want to take a break,
You want to take a break?
it's up to you. I don't need to, but
I thought you had to.
well, this would be another stopping point for us. Is what I'm saying. So we could take a minute or two just to.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Have a good
All
one.
right, 1 second.
Have a good bathroom.
The bathroom break.
Wait, it costs money to save? What the hell is this crap? Alright. How many viewers we got here? Oh, I hear someone behind me. I should probably pause it. Excuse me. Man, time is really messed up right now. Hey guys, I really appreciate you coming to watch. We'll be putting this up on YouTube later. Hopefully it'll get more views that way, but you never know.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey, how's it going?
Going well. I got some cookies.
Guess what I'm doing?
Smoking?
Yep.
Wait, paused? What happened? Are you really smoking?
In the game.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter because time, when you're in this, like, time doesn't matter.
So I figured why not. While I wait, I'll smoke.
Smoke your heavies?
They were heavy. What are they, reds?
I don't know. Yeah, like, what is a heavies? It's raining, too.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like it. Okay, back to the game. Get ready to fight some things. Where do we go?
You can go right back in.
No, it's locked. No, it's gone. I thought it was locked.
Check Testa.
I like how this area is just conveniently blocked off.
I know. By just obnoxious red vein.
So mysterious.
Anagram. God, that cookie.
Should I go out there?
I think you should go in there. You can jump you.
Don't tell me they come out of the walls.
Just sludge. Start looting the... Yeah.
I tried, but
Blue bubbles. Should be able to.
Oh, hey.
Nothing?
Nothing. Something here, though. Bullets.
Just sitting there. Yeah, but you don't need them.
No.
You have a...
I have a knife. But yeah, I bet you $1,000,000 my knife will break here pretty soon, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, spooky.
Are you scared yet?
No. Should I be?
No. Stream, are you scared yet?
Yeah, they're quivering. You're dead. Oh, it's a Silent Hill nurse. Wonderful. Do you see that? It looks just like a Silent Hill nurse.
She doesn't want to die.
No, she doesn't.
I love that.
She makes it very clear she doesn't want to die.
Yeah, some of them start like just falling ass. The mission night, pretty good. Yeah, all melee weapons are just great. Pistol is really good though.
Well, you get enough melee weapons to make it through the game, don't you?
Yeah, for the
Like-
most part, you should be pretty set. Like,
Where should I go?
they'll hook you up.
Ah,
There's one
she is
point-
coming out of the wall. Oh my god.
There's one point where you're gonna want like a shotgun though.
What's in here? A bathroom. Oh, hey,
Oh, you
cool.
can shave.
I can shave right now?
Got some stabilizer in a bathroom.
What does stabilizer do?
I think it like boosts your. I've never used it. I'm pretty sure it just refills your
I'm gonna
stamina.
take a tinkle. Hey, there's someone crying in here. It's like very Silent Hill.
Wait, really? Is there?
Yeah. Someone's
wait.
crying. You can hear a sound effect of someone crying right here.
I never came in here.
It's like,
That is.
it's Alessa. Alright.
Well, you know where that whole like thing came from, right? Like the whole Japanese like bathroom thing.
Yeah, bathroom, haunted bathroom is really popular.
Right. It's like the third stall in every bathroom, and then like there's also like
Oh, I didn't
there's a
even.
lot of ways it goes. With, like it's either the third a bathroom on the third floor or the third stall in the bathroom. The
Yeah.
box is open.
Oh,
Blue.
I didn't know. Cool.
She could be anything. Doesn't matter.
I got something. Yeah, bullets.
Great. They're going at an okay frame rate, right?
Yeah.
We're just like the key. Oh, that key. Alright, so I think you just gotta get yourself to the exit. There's a point... Okay, so this game does one of the worst boss battles. 4
I'm
times
not
in a
looking
row.
forward to it.
No, and not the final boss. The final boss is actually hilarious and that's great.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna spoil what it is, but I'll make sure we're ready because you got to. You should just have a shotgun, and it's not hard unless you have a really weak weapon, in which case it will just take forever.
Well, is this it? Because I hear someone crying here.
No, it's not. It's in a while, but it's
There's always time
yeah.
for coffee.
We got a lot of time. Yeah, we just we're in hell. Just, stop for some coffee.
Oh my God! Someone's under the sheet.
That means don't pick it up.
He's
Just
gonna.
pick up a moving sheet. Fearless York.
That's a really sad card. This card key was
Got a
really
heart on it.
sad. It was crying. It's like, I wish someone would find me. Oh God, there's a room full of them. So if I did this, they can't see me?
Yeah, like they'll just stop.
Interesting.
So it is useful. It is, but like only when you're like
Trapped,
you're in,
yeah.
yeah. So there's just one place like right down the hall where you use this key. And I don't exactly know where. There was a there's a point where you use a key on like a where it's coming up. You use a key on like a
Here, yeah. Wait, there's something there. Red.
I think you're supposed you're supposed to use a key there.
Okay, I got it.
You get a key at like an MRI machine or a CAT scan machine, and when I played, I got to that point, and like there's a save point right next to it, so I saved instead of grabbing the key, loaded my game up, and the key was just gone.
Oh.
I couldn't so that was on the Xbox, so I hope to God that got patched out.
No, the director's cut has those glitches and more.
Right, yeah. Just game-breaking bugs galore.
I'm surprised, because... Hold on. I gotta mute my phone. I'm surprised because, the PS3 is the most difficult system to work with.
There's there could be I know there's like a lot of bugs with PS3 games. Like a lot of times they got issues. Dude, I would like a PS3 though. I want Demon Souls again.
You don't have a PS3?
I do not. I borrowed one from my...
So you basically play only PC games?
PC, Xbox, got a Wii U.
Oh, you got an Xbox. And a Wii U.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, the Wii U isn't getting a whole lot of games.
It's got some good stuff.
Yeah.
It had, like, Zombie is fun. It had, I have Tekken Tag. I got Monster Hunter for it. And Monster Hunter Ultimate 3 or whatever, 3 Ultimate. And then, like, Super Mario Brothers 3D World, which is fun.
Yeah. I'd play that.
Good. The game's a lot of fun.
Oh God, it's a cop!
I actually really don't like the new Smash. I had it and sold it because I just got...
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh.
Ah! It's times like these.
Back up and either shoot the box from a distance or kill them all. Moida. Here they come.
Ah! Oh my God!
You're 6!
Help me, help me, help me.
This is bear hugging you. I guess hand in the mouth does the most damage.
Hand in the mouth.
I sold it. Sorry, I don't really like the game.
Jeez, how many bullets?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. There. You're all free.
You don't have to reload. They literally removed reload, so you can just shoot as many bullets as you have. God! That actually scared me. I thought you were laughing like a girl, and I was like, what?
Here! Over here!
Me? Oh.
No, this chick was laughing, and I thought you were laughing like a girl. I was like, did a girl just join our stream?
Just peeling out all over. What a tease.
Ah! Another one. Oh, well, I ought to kill him, huh? Ah, the combat. Ah.
That's great.
Oh yeah, of course. Ah! He's farting on me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Giving me that deodorant or that odorant. I can't believe how like bright white it gets. That's like really jarring.
Where are you?
Are they saying that?
Yeah, where are you?
Oh, nice use of the. Yeah, but your heart goes crazy, like way too much.
Well, they don't want you using it all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just useful. It's the band-aids. On those choke choke swords. Yeah, see, like, you have to turn on this MRI and then like get the key from it. But I just saved after I opened it, and then I came back and it was just gone.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like, oh great. I had to restart, which wasn't a big deal, but
So that's a repeatable glitch.
right.
Nice.
As long as you don't, like, I could have just went and grabbed it and saved.
Did you start over from the beginning after that?
Yeah, I mean it's not too far in. You know,
Nah.
it's like, the hotel or the hospital's bitch though. That's for sure.
Okay, I got it.
You did put your dick in the chowder. All right. All right. How was it? Just like running circles around them.
I don't know where to go. I got a card key, but I'm pretty
To the
lost.
right here, past this chubby guy.
You can't find me. Run!
Ooh, it's clutch. It's creamy.
Non-dairy.
Non-dairy creamer. It's so gross.
Ah!
Whoa, did that just all pop in? So you can just bounce now, yeah.
Yeah, it just bounced or popped in.
Maybe it's locked. Yeah, then you gotta like fight some guys. Okay, now enemies have guns. And you can see them like powering up and they do a shitload of damage to the shit.
Wonderful. I love that.
You still got a mission?
He's thinking. He's like, what do I do?
Might be a little rough. I have to use some of my training.
Let me think about this.
No, this again.
All right. Good luck, me.
Just like, yeah, they have shotguns and they can't kind of snipe you. Just take out the guys with the guns with melee as fast as you can.
With melee, okay. Switch to melee. Here we go. I only have this knife though, you know.
Oh shit! Didn't you pick up another one though? Yeah, you have two.
Dead. Whoa, hello. Oh, I do have a couple knives.
Get out of there! Oh, it's nice.
Oh, broke. Oh, when it breaks, it takes a long time. Jesus.
I know, it's a pain.
You can get grabbed while that happens, can't you?
I am pretty sure, yeah. Which is crap, but
Cool, I got shotgun shells, so when I get a shotgun, no problem.
shotgun's actually super strong.
Are you ever gonna really need a super strong weapon?
For like that one boss and like the final boss kind of.
So save it. Save the shotgun for that one boss.
You end up getting like a better handgun, but the problem is that you can't put away your original handgun because it's like, no, you're an agent, you need to have this.
Oh my god. I don't want to die.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Too OP. Melee's broken.
Oh no.
Oh no. Just
Oh no. Is it gone? Are we out of here? I was like, when I first played this, I was like, seriously, that's it? That's it.
You do have to buy a shotgun, yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, so where'd everybody else go? No explanation of that. You can tell the combat was just shoehorned in, though, right?
Yeah, right. It's like, you could tell where the game would have been. It probably wouldn't have had those creepy sections with monsters. Those would have probably not been in the game if he had it his way with no combat. So then, what would the game have been? You know,
just like a mystery, I guess. But like, bad driving, I guess is what it would be. Is the answer? The short answer.
Who's that old man?
It's bad driving sections.
Remember this guy? This was really weird.
Yeah, he's got like a whole thing.
Harry Stewart.
His butler talks for him. I remember that. He goes, "What's that?" Oh, okay.
Started up the lumber trade and founded
Mr. Francis Morgan.
See, that's the charm I'm talking about, though. Like, this is part of it.
Right.
dressed like that.
Goofy guy in
Never
like
speaking
A gas mask. Why?
crazy
FYI,
gas mask.
He owns almost the
Yeah, like
entire
gas
town.
mask. Okay. I guess.
Oxygen will kill me if I breathe it in. So
Right, but like
That
why?
makes any difference.
he's an
They-
alien. Maybe that's the
they-
story.
He
He's an
won't play
alien.
with any funny business.
Why like the crazy faceplate?
Well, he wants to look creepy.
I want to scare children.
As I take their lollipops.
Right. Got 20 lollipops in my pocket.
Mysterious character, yeah. Oh, capitalist?
Is that what it said?
I don't know. I couldn't read it.
So. Yeah, like it's got like
Mr.
super
Francis,
details.
you're
Like he
wrong.
looks mad. This mask.
Haste won't.
He looks like Paul
You
Rubens.
seek.
Oh
Your
man,
eyes focused
that's,
on your
that's messed
footing
up.
as we speak. So says Mr. Stu.
They explain the gas mask though. It's stupid, but they do.
Nice to meet you too. How did you know my name?
He's a mysterious capitalist. How would he be able to hear very well through that gas mask? He
Mr.
has
Francis,
he
you're
has
wrong.
a gas mask and he has one of those like
Information desires you,
just
as you desire information.
Payday.
talking like computer
So
talking
says
thing.
Mr.
Yeah.
Stu.
So which is he using?
Harry, stop trying to
Do you know
get
what I
in
mean?
our way.
Yeah.
Keep this
Yeah,
up.
see the little laptop.
Maybe Stephen Hawking was his the inspiration for his character.
Yeah, but he's whispering to his assistant. Which is he using? He's got like
Mr.
speakers on his
Francis York
throat.
Morgan
That's the weird part of this character, yeah.
goes mad. To our disdain, unpreventable.
Make up your mind,
So
Sweaty.
sad.
Swarty.
So says
Swarty?
Mr. Stu.
Swarty?
So says Mr. Stewart.
Right.
Then we shall depart, Mr. Francis York Morgan.
Mr. Francis York Morgan. Mr. Francis York Morgan Freeman.
That's how he always is. Always spouting that nonsense. Don't give it any thought.
Are those? Oh, those are payday masks.
Those are mysterious
Emily here.
capitalists.
That's what they are. From Payday.
Oh,
Is that payday?
Confirmed.
okay, thank you, Tom.
It might be. I don't know.
Agent York, we've contacted the first witnesses to the crime scene.
I always liked the
You can
president
interview them
masks.
where they found the dead body.
Excellent. I was just about to
Payday
ask
2,
if
is
you
that
could take
good?
me there.
Yeah, I heard it was. I was gonna get it when it was on sale, and then I didn't. I should have, but I had no money.
Skullgirls 2 is on sale.
I don't know what that is.
It's a fighting game.
Is it good?
I love it.
I want the new Guilty Gear. I want that really bad.
Yeah, me too.
Is it on PC?
No. It's on PS3 and PS4, but
I'm not gonna pay $60 for it. I want to
no,
wait.
not if you're not like big on fighting games, yeah, probably don't. You're not gonna get your money's worth.
I'm really into Guilty Gear, but I don't think
Guilty
I
Gear's-
wouldn't play it enough to justify $60.
Fighting games demand that you pump a lot of time into it. You got to learn so much.
Yeah, that's why I like to stick with just one I know really well,
Right.
like Tekken.
Oh,
It's easy to
yeah.
jump into.
Was found in the Greenvale Forest.
Mortal Kombat. I tried playing that with a person
A forest park.
that was a tournament player, and I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, forget
I played with a tournament player, and literally I only had a brief half second to react.
Show me the sights.
But he had me in a combo all the way to the end.
We promised to be there.
Yeah,
by
that's the problem.
1800
But
to
then,
interview
like,
the
with
first
that game, there's
witnesses
like
to the crime
breakers and
scene.
stuff, and like, if you don't know the mechanics, then you're pretty boned.
Alright, I am looking forward to Mortal Kombat X, though.
That game looks brutal. It's great.
I love that they're actually doing a new game instead of recycling or doing a reboot.
Yeah, but then they're just like, they have Johnny Cage and Sonya's kid with their move lists and personalities pretty much, and then they're having Sonya and Johnny Cage in it anyway. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why not just
Cassie Cage, and then they're going to have Jax's son, which is like, what's her name? Cassie.
Or yeah, like Jax's daughter, yeah. Something I don't remember. But like it's weird, and then like they're gonna be killing their daughter, and she's gonna be killing them, and it's just weird to me.
Yeah, whatever.
Agent Morgan.
It's all in fun.
At least they're doing new characters. I like that one character, which is actually two characters, as a smaller character on top of a bigger one, and I think that's
oh
going to
yeah,
be.
it's a
I have the
not
authority
Tor.
approved by the.
I'm really looking forward to playing as that one.
I understand
Yeah, the little
you don't
girl
like it,
on the
but
back
you
of
will
the
follow
guy.
my
I like it, yeah.
Torrin Farrow or
I'm
something.
not disputing FBI authority.
They just
This is
released
our
this
town.
guy with like
You won't get
he's
far
like
alone, and you
Scorpion's
gain
clan
nothing
or something,
by
so he has like
antagonizing
those
me.
It's part
whips,
of my personality.
and he's got like
I just do things my
he just
way.
looks cool. I don't know.
I can take you off the case if you wish.
Like they have everyone has
Stop it,
3
you
forms,
two.
so it's like
We need
you're
to solve
tripling
this
the
case, not
roster
bicker
because
among
everyone has like
ourselves.
3 variations. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Which is also a lot to learn again.
Here we go. Back to driving, guys. Woo!
Yeah. So you got to take them.
I missed
You can
it.
only, like,
Where am I
get lunch
going?
with them. The red arrow.
Should I go get lunch with them or not?
What time is it?
Ugh.
It's all you always get some little dialogue with it, and they feed you.
I feel like I'm driving like... I don't know what I'm driving like. I'm just driving bad. Like someone who drives bad. That's how I'm driving.
Throw a stereotype.
Okay, a stereotype. I wanted to avoid a stereotype.
Use your imaginations, kids.
God, that's so loud, this car. Oh my god, it's building up my stamina driving this fast.
Yeah.
It's oh my god, it's just my foot's gonna cramp. What happens if I fill it to the top?
You don't know.
My foot's gonna cramp.
Just roll out. Oh, I can't take it. Too intense. Gotta
Charlie horse! Oh! Dead.
He gets anxiety or something.
Panic attack. Okay, I'm gonna talk.
You gonna let it happen?
I'm gonna see what happens, yeah.
What was he doing in the forest?
He just like stops.
Just their daily routine.
I can't drive anymore. Oh, too intense.
Give me a cigarette.
Not officially.
Oh, here we go.
My heart's going boom, 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 boom.
Interviewed them?
Oh, it's taking your life.
That tone is hardly appropriate. We
Oh, it did,
were
didn't it?
told
Oh.
you arrived.
And now I can't drive fast again for a while.
Abrams from
Maybe
the
that's it.
FBI.
Robert is.
I just saw your like heart meter up there just going nuts.
Did tell
Like
him to
your
stay out of it.
health.
It's always tough to have a meddling boss, huh, Zach?
I thought you knew, Agent Morgan.
Wait, what did it say? What pearls of wisdom do you have for 6 times New York and then silence?
Right now, if you'd like.
That's great.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary.
I have shut up, George.
Firsthand.
Just
Mind your own business, George.
children to witness the crime scene.
Oh man, I can do some mad jumps in this game.
Better do this carefully.
There's not a ton of places to do them, but when you do, it feels good.
Not at all. That's not what
I'm gonna do a mad jump.
I don't think there's anything over here. So like, you see the red arrows? There's like
Yeah.
5 of them, but the closer you are, the less arrows there'll be.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That is a really weird way to do it, you know?
How did you make the map bigger? Like while you're driving?
Select. Look at that.
Look at that. That's nice.
I think I drove this way for a long time.
You can go through a tunnel.
I can go left.
Yeah, go left and just like keep going. I think there's nothing straight there.
There's a bridge, or I mean a tunnel.
I meant like before that left. I think that was like the end of the map.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Is there like a crazy lady, crazy Sigourney with her pot? Because there is in this game. Was there that in Twin Peaks? Do you have any idea?
A who?
There's a lady in this named Crazy Sigourney, and of course it's named after Sigourney Weaver, of course.
Crazy Sigourney. Never heard of that.
She's like got a pot. If you go to, I don't know when you're going, but you go to Town Hall and then you meet like all the extra characters in town.
Yeah.
So like you'll end up seeing her.
Hey, there's a dart game, it looks like.
Yeah, darts is hilarious. because
Alright,
you
let's
can
go
buy
check
them.
it out. We got 20 minutes in this stream, so let's go play darts. What is this over here on the left?
I think that's.
I don't know what it is.
Is it a milk? Is it milk?
It looks like milk, yeah.
Yeah, that's like the grocery store.
Alright,
He names
let's,
himself after this bar.
alright, let's do this.
Oh, it's closed?
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you know?
It's closed.
Oh, because it says at the bottom. 9 to 1300.
Yeah.
If you're wandering off, then we'll
Yeah, there's
go
like,
ahead.
okay,
We don't have
York.
time to mess
Well,
around.
see ya.
Okay, I'll meet up with you later.
Alright,
New
later.
York, we only have until 1800
Hey,
to talk with
yeah,
the
go to
witnesses
your
to
own-
the crime scene, okay?
It's funny because if you miss it, you just wait a day, and it's like, oh, the crime scene's still here.
Yeah, and you can just smoke the whole way. I can't go in. Why is it closed? Bummer.
You gotta wait till like 9.
What time?
Like,
9?
what does it say on the door? Like 9, yeah.
On the door? Oh, it says it on the door.
Yeah. It's actually accurate.
Observe.
Drunken Master tonight? It's a good choice.
It says 6:20 a.m.
Got a lot of smoking to do. A lot of smoking ahead of you.
They should be open, but they're not.
It's 11. It's 11:07.
Oh, they just closed. Well, let's get out of here then. I thought it was 11:08 a.m. Is it not?
I think so.
Then they should be open.
I think it closes later, or it opens later. I don't know.
Down at the bottom it says 9 to 1300.
Yeah, but that's your lunch. That's like you can meet them at the police station and eat lunch with them. So like you're within that now. If you want to go eat lunch with them, they give you so much time.
I still don't understand how the times work. Let's peek. I love peeking in the windows. It's so weird.
Because like with the way the camera is, it's like your whole head is in there. Like look to the side and it's like your whole head is in.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, you're just like peeping in. Hey,
he just sticks his head into the window.
Right.
Well, this is an interesting looking place. I wish I could go in.
You have to wait. Yeah, darts is hilarious though.
Hello, Twofull Hex. He's on Twitch actually right now.
Oh.
Is anyone talking on Twitch? Do you have that window open?
I will open it.
I haven't seen anyone talking there.
Here, I'll
I think Twofull would be the first one. Why I dual stream, nobody knows.
No, it's good.
Yeah, it has an option for a couple people. It's a new option. Where'd my car go? It disappeared.
It's just parked somewhere.
Oh, here it is.
Watch. I'm hosting the Twitch one, at least.
Wait, are you streaming this?
No, I have it hosted for now.
Oh.
Hosting on Twitch, not bad.
How's that work? Is it basically like I'm streaming and people on your channel will be able to watch it?
Yeah.
On your channel?
If they go to mine, it'll just have yours there anyway.
Oh, cool. How many people are watching it on your channel?
Like usually, it's just like, and if they, when they follow me, it'll just be like, hey, he's hosting this person. I think I'd Crowley host.
Speaking of 80s movies.
Oh, speaking of 80s movies, yeah. We were just speaking about that.
Deadly Spawn.
Deadly Spawn.
Remember that was at back in 83.
I never ever saw that.
Right. It was filmed pretty cheap, but still it was pretty good.
I don't know it.
The monster design with the mouth.
I think everybody in mine's an IRC channel.
I think it's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those B movies that got overlooked, but in Japan it didn't, obviously.
The rental store didn't have it for some reason. They said the staff for the sequel was totally different from the original.
I love that, like what he's talking about, where
You know, the monster
we're in a movie sequel. They're trying to say that these are the same characters, but it's obviously different actors.
I think that one was back in 80.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Bazooka?
Yeah.
That was a great role for
Wait.
Kevin Bacon.
No, oh, he went on Tremors.
Zach, that one. Let's see.
A masterpiece. I really like Tremors.
There was a fourth one. I've only seen the first one.
But yeah, I know Phantasm does that. After the first movie, the second movie starts off with a completely different actress. And you're like, that's not the same person. And they even pick up from where the last movie left off. So it's basically the same situation out in the street. And they just swap the actress.
You gotta, and then they just want you to believe, no, it's her. You gotta, now this is her. Are you going to Henry's? Is that what you gotta do?
I don't know, I'm just... Here, let's look at the map.
Yeah, they do. Don't they talk about Godzilla movies in that, though, Edge? This is the way to Henry's house.
Oh my lord. Lord. I took the wrong turn.
Yeah, that's Henry's house up there.
Okay, how do I get there?
Wait.
Oh lord!
Wait, go back up.
Oh my god, I went
see-
completely the wrong way.
You can see shortcuts, though, in the road. Go back toward it.
Hold on.
Where are you?
That's what I'm looking for.
I think if you hit the... Wait, L1 and R2 toggle the map? What kind of weird layout is that? That should toggle you through, like, you. Or, like, go leave the map and then come back and it'll be on you.
Okay.
And then, like...
I wish I could zoom out more. Oh my god.
I know it's horrible, but, like, just look for shortcuts in the road. Like, there's a lot of ways to get through it faster. Yeah, see? Like,
Right
there.
here.
Like, you'll be able to get to that. And then
Turn
it's like-
around, go to this.
Yeah. And
Turn
there should be, like,
around.
a thing in the road to get there.
There's this all the way. Man, my car's gonna get trashed.
Yes, it will. But if it goes out, you can always just use a flare, and they'll bring you a new one.
Oh, really?
I see. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta turn around. There aren't many cars on the road, I did notice that.
There's not.
So many roads and so little people. There's so little.
There is, like, once you meet everybody, though, it's like, hey, this person's driving by, and it's actually kind of cool because it's really them.
Hey, look, a person.
So you're just pulling up on them like a maniac, scaring the shit out of them. Alright, so it should be on the right.
Yep, I see it. Here we go. Honor. Give me honor!
Just off-roading with York.
This is good fun, huh?
This game's great.
I'm getting medals and everything, so shortcuts is definitely good.
Shortcuts are the way to go.
But the barricades make no sense. Why are there so many?
I don't know. Like, somebody put up the time to put those all out there and you're just blowing them away. It's just funny how they just, like, they erupt. Like, only takes a second and they just burst.
It'd be funny if, like, I see someone riding a bike down this trail thinking there's no cars driving here.
What man in their right
Dead.
mind would drive a car down this trail?
Oh, I can talk. Tremors, there we go.
Fred Ward was
More
in it.
Tremors?
You say Fred
Frank Ward was in it.
Remo
Is that the
Williams,
other guy?
adventure
That
begins.
wasn't Kevin Bacon?
That one was back in '85.
I don't know.
Directed by Guy Hamilton. Guess Hamilton was in
I
it.
don't watch any of the movies he brings up.
But it had no sequels.
You don't like Tremors?
Real shame. Do you remember the Martian
I've heard of it. I mean, I've seen it. I don't remember it. I was young.
Those, like, the graboids, the earth, or the, worms, sandworms, pretty much.
And he loved soap.
Yeah.
Man, that was a good character. He was played by Joe Gray, best supporting actor in Cabaret. Of course,
Here we go. Take a right.
Yeah, you can save so much time doing this.
Ah! I just clipped through a deer.
I saw that.
That looks so awful. I like how they put animals in this, but they don't give it any sort of, like, hitbox or anything. It looks so awful.
Sometimes you can see, like, deer or dogs, like, next to the street, just, like, posing.
Whoa!
You can hear my nephew. Sandworms. They gave me nightmares for months.
Ah!
Yeah, I understand that.
Sandworms.
When I was a kid, that gave me nightmares too.
Yeah. Beetlejuice gave me nightmares.
With those sandworms? Yeah, with Beetlejuice in general, yeah.
But now when I watch it, I'm go, ah, that's funny.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is a
The
cool movie.
animation's cool, yeah.
I wish they'd go
Remaking
back to
that.
practical type effects.
Right.
They're remaking it. It's not going to be good.
Well, yeah.
Well, is Tim Burton remaking it?
I think so. And they're gonna have, what's his name playing Beetlejuice again.
Michael Keaton?
Yep.
That would be great. I'm so excited.
I think he said that he's interested. I don't know for sure.
Oh, of course he's interested. He doesn't get a whole lot of work.
That's like, I feel like he had fun with that role too.
Yeah.
He did such a good job with that role.
He definitely did. He was the best. You can't replace him. Funny to think that Michael Keaton was Batman too in Tim Burton's movies.
Right.
I think it was, Tim Burton likes to pick favorites.
Johnny Depp.
Michael Keaton was before Johnny Depp. And then when he met Johnny Depp in a movie, It was
hard
just
on.
that's all it's been, and everyone's like, "Oh God, not him again," because he only does like 2 characters, and that's it.
Yeah, he just did Birdman, and that's getting a lot. That's getting like rave reviews.
Yeah, I was thinking about watching it because it's basically based on an actor who played a superhero called Birdman, which he played Batman, so that's funny.
Yeah.
So he's popular for his Birdman, and that's it. So I'm running out of gas here.
You are.
I was thinking about watching Birdman. I would, and I probably should pretty soon. Park here?
East Park River. Then like, there's always like another cop car around that you can just take.
Oops. Oops.
Destroy property.
Alright, we're good now. Oh, we met him finally! There should be fast travel.
Yeah, but there's a way to get it. There's a mission you can do for George where he'll pick you up and take you anywhere you want. So it's pretty handy that way.
Yeah.
You gotta do stuff
You
for
tell us
him.
to come here, and you keep us.
So it's a side quest.
Is this the way
Right.
the
I don't
FBI
remember
chooses
exactly
their
which one it is or how to get it, but yeah, that
I
is
just have some
there.
things I
Yeah.
have to do.
You really are pushing it. You know that?
I'm sorry if I upset you, but
It's only places you visited before, though,
to me
which
at least.
there is
That isn't the
backtracking,
issue
so it's
here.
fine.
We are in
Yeah.
the middle of a homicide investigation.
He's
Yeah.
not listening.
What
I think
doing
we
now?
both
I'm not
know
listening.
How little he thinks of other people's feelings.
They're coming here to meet the twins or something?
What? I don't know what we're doing. There's the tree. Uh-oh. I think this is the part where they find a buried thing. Am I right?
Please call me York.
Oh, you're just at
Whatever
the...
calls me.
You're just investigating
And
stuff.
you are Jim Green?
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
He keeps them in his pocket. Jim Green.
Doing a fine
Jim
job.
Green. What is
Well,
what a
I used to be a
standard
tree
American.
surgeon.
A tree surgeon. I never heard of that. What is that?
What?
He used to be a tree
Yes,
surgeon.
my grandchildren.
He's a liar.
Isaac and Isaiah.
I operate on trees.
I just said that to make my job sound cooler. I run a nursery.
Nursery. Basically, these kids are my trees.
I like to call them my little trees.
We gotta keep an eye.
I guess it does exist.
I'm sorry. Could
What
we
is
talk
it?
away from the boys?
We've never heard
surgeons
of
To
it.
help their
exist?
investigation, but
Don't tell me
want
that.
them
I want to
hear
not
this.
believe
Very
it.
well. Emily, please.
I'll just take them over there then.
Thank you.
Hold on. Don't do anything without asking me.
Yeah.
These children were the
These are York's rules.
I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They
Yeah,
have
get
no
out of the way,
idea what really happened. to
Weirdo.
Anna.
That doesn't matter.
Look at him, he's like
You agree with me, right,
in a
Zach?
defensive position.
Yeah, don't touch my kids.
Do you ever
touch my
think of
trees.
other people's feelings?
My little trees.
Emily's right. That's stone cold. Even for the sake of
Saplings.
Children see things in pure, simple terms.
They're in the springtime of their youth.
We adults would never
They're
spot.
just
And
budding.
they are here at our request as well. We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
Trees are messing up. The
Are
street
you
pavement.
serious?
Okay. Yeah.
I never joke about matters like this.
I never joke about matters like this, creepy
Oh
smile.
my god.
Yeah. Look at that.
Don't worry.
Look at that
They aren't
grin.
as fragile
Somebody
as
give
you
me
think.
that. Sonia, you heard.
Standing so upright.
Make it happen. It's like he's chewing his tongue.
Okay, now I get to look around. Let's just admire these little saplings. I'll admire what I want to admire, if you know what I mean.
Anna, she was so pretty.
Look at that
She
flat
had
butt.
a red dress on.
She is very
So
flat butt.
shiny. Right,
That's
gold
like-
hair. There were
Wow.
lots of animals around her.
Wow, the graphics are incredible.
Weasel and a snake.
Definitely.
A real snake. We didn't
Stunning.
I can look straight
know.
up.
We know now. Anna
Look at
was
the sun.
fairy of the
There's
forest.
York staring at the sun
She was a
again.
goddess. She smiled when she saw us. She looked so happy.
That's
The
right.
sun's
Isaac.
really not
I see.
not that bright.
She was a fairy.
Look at my tie.
Look at
I'm sure she is playing with those animals even now.
Yeah, that's nice.
I think they had a cutscene here, and they're like, "Well, we can't just let them just sit there and
Information.
not do anything."
They're getting
Well,
bored.
Emily, you can take them now.
Yeah, they're getting
Let 'em
bored.
look at
Let them look
Look
around.
at our great graphics.
Something's going on here.
This
Oh,
is
that
where Anna's
skybox
body
going
was.
nuts.
And that means our unsub.
Oh,
Our
unsubbed.
was here too. So, what
happened?
I just unsubbed.
Stop paying your fee no more.
Gotta smoke my Virginia Slim and think.
That's a long one. That's an extra long one.
Should I do it? I have to, I think.
Yeah, you have to this time. There's some that you do, others you just let it go. Actually, maybe in this version you just have to more often. I don't know.
It's just a bunch of images, and honestly, what were you gonna say?
It's just showing you
what happened.
things
Yeah.
that York literally hasn't seen before, and it's just weird.
And then it fills in the gaps with things that he already knows. Yeah. So if he knows that a fingernail broke, it's gonna show the fingernail breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird. It's unimportant too.
I can understand it. In idea and in practice, I think they executed it wrong.
Still missing.
They did.
They need more clues.
It could have worked better if executed better.
Need more clues. But it doesn't really help you understand. Is the problem.
Ah! Flash!
And then he just has his poncho on.
What is this over here? I can sleep.
Jorge.
What happens if I sleep? Health goes up?
You just time passes.
Alright guys, I'm going to sleep.
You gotta shoot those out of the... You gotta shoot nests.
Alright, I'll do that. What happens if I go to sleep? Should I see what happens?
I think time passes.
That's it? Well,
Yeah.
why would they give you that option?
Like, hit start. You can see, because you have, like, a sleep gauge. Coffee just replenishes it anyway.
What the hell? That looked so bad. Oh, hey! That's a clue! How did it wind up in the tree?
Birds.
Birds! I'm not gonna do it.
They're in cahoots, yeah, so you don't gotta...
What's this? There's something over here. Clue!
It's the pickles! It might be the pickles. God,
I want more
flash is
pickles.
really obnoxious.
It's lightning. Yeah, it is pickles. You're right. How'd you know?
Oh, I don't know.
It was a good guess.
It's the pickles.
I know where every can of pickles is in this game.
That's the one thing I took away from this game. Where all the pickles are. I don't know what's going on, but I do know where the pickles are.
That's about all I know really well. I play this game for the pickles.
Why else would you play?
Picture of a vest with holes. One more clue, guys. One more.
You make that out? It's a picture of a picture is what that just was.
One more clue. One more clue. In the trunk? No. In the trunk? Maybe in the crates? Hey, more pickles.
I think you gotta go up like a ramp.
More pickles.
Oh yeah, that's like an endless supply.
Of pickles.
You walk away for a second, come back.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. I know where the pickles at.
I know. So I can have a toolbox full of these. I never have to pick up a health item again.
Just load up. Just have a surplus. Of pickles. Pickles. I love pickles.
I never have to worry about health items ever again. I'm good now. But wait, the plot twist is I don't have a can opener.
Right. It's like the tragedy.
Pickles everywhere. It's like a Twilight Zone, yeah.
Right. It's that like the Family Guy joke. I'm the last brain cell left. At least I have my books. That was a Twilight Zone thing.
That was also in Futurama too. They did that same joke in Family Guy and Futurama. He's like, well, my glasses, and then they break. And he's like, well, at least I can still read Braille. His hands fall off.
Yeah, right.
Well, now I have plenty of pickles for the rest of the game. I haven't had to heal at all anyway, so... Pickles are great. Pickles are good. Pickles are good in my belly. I'm trying to rhyme, okay? I suck at it.
I had a book when I was a kid called The Pickle Book. You ever hear that book?
No, that'd be a good children's book.
Oh, pickles. It was a kid's book. It was great. Just like everything was made of pickles.
Would you say it was quite a pickle?
The guy was in a pickle. It was pickle day. Pickles everywhere.
Where does this lead?
Yeah, you gotta go up that ramp.
I have to break these?
Yeah. I think you can just shoot that barrel by it, and then it'll blow up everything around you.
Well, you know what? I like to do things the hard way.
A little elbow grease. Kids got too easy.
Yeah, exactly. Kids got their Call of Duters and their high-lows and... Hey, I see it.
Tree. Shoot the nest in the tree.
I see it.
It like flies out. Just comes over to you. Oh, you just aimed at George.
And it just bounced over at me. It shot at me.
Wait,
Rusted metal does. Chip with rusted metal does. Okay. It's funny that I have to shoot the evidence out of the tree.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that like tampering or destroying evidence, basically?
It's putting it at risk. That's for
It's
sure.
very risky.
Picture of a
seen one of
picture.
these in a
Not
long
yet.
time.
Now it's just a picture.
It's upside down.
I've seen one of these a
Guess this
long
is meant to
time.
be an
Oh, no, it's
How does he
upside.
know it's upside down? I don't even know what I'm looking at.
I know, right? I can tell what I'm looking at because I know the
High
rest of the game,
stiletto
but
heels all around
I'm not gonna tell
here.
you.
And this depression
Secret.
here, Agent Morgan. I see what happened here.
Let's see what happened here.
Put on her shoes. It's really enjoying. Sicko.
Sorry, I'm whistling along with it. Don't mind me.
It's so good.
It's catchy. Just as catchy as the Super Mario Brothers song.
Right.
George, you certainly
Makes
have
a hell of a
vivid
ringtone.
imagination.
Is it your
Interesting
ringtone?
Theory.
It is.
Don't you think, Zach?
The whistle theme, yeah.
Then what was his name again?
When it happens, do
Oh, the
people
producer.
ask you about it?
Some people
That's right.
just, I mean, most people just don't know, but like,
They're just like, oh, okay, it's a ringtone.
my friends are just like, yeah. Like,
Because
hell
they
yeah,
know
like-
they know the song.
Right.
Profiling is a little different from writing a
I love
screenplay,
it
though.
though. Wouldn't have it any other way.
An
Just don't
idea
use that as an
being interesting
alarm.
doesn't make it fact.
You know what I mean?
hmm
Like, you know, you hate your alarm sound after a while.
Let me enlighten you. George.
I had a dream where everything turned to shit.
Reveal that
Is
one
that-
of
is
the
that-
Everything I touched turned to shit.
and
Wait
they're
a sec, that's his-
different
that's
from
his
Anna's
dream?
shoes that we saw at the office.
No, that's Sigint. They're talking about Sigint from Metal Gear.
It would be even
I
more
think, right?
disgusting evidence if he did
Yeah,
kneel and
there's this animation video.
as you suggested. If you want proof,
He's talking about his
try
dream.
it for yourself. He knelt here for a reason other than simple perversion.
You know they removed that codec conversation in the HD collection?
What was
Didn't
he
they do it
doing
because
in
they
front
they
of
moved
Anna?
they got the game out there, right?
Well, because they couldn't get the rights to the mini game during the
Right.
nightmare, so they couldn't do the codec call because the nightmare didn't happen.
Right.
And that really irked me a lot because it was a big important thing. I think I was
Wasn't
like,
it-
that's a really good codec call.
I have the PS2 version, but I beat the HD collection first. Everyone turned to shit?
Have you not seen that ever?
No.
Oh my god.
I've seen the game, but I never heard the codec call.
Oh, okay. It was such a great Easter egg, and then they removed it. It pisses me off.
Just like
Don't
the
you have
twins
to?
said.
What are the
She was a
stipulations
goddess.
to get that game to go?
You just
What do you?
Subject. Offered
you gotta call someone before you go to sleep. Call Sigint or something. No, you call
once dead,
Nozomi, I think.
transformed.
Is she in that game? I don't remember. You call the chick, paramedic.
Right into
You call a
Okay.
paramedic, and
Who
she
you saved you?
she tells you a story about vampires, and he's afraid of vampires, so he has a nightmare.
and
Oh,
then
God.
farther apart going away.
Paramedic.
There was a reason to hurry away then.
But that doesn't happen now.
Settles it then.
She'll tell you the story about vampires, but he won't have a nightmare.
Is a third party here.
That's a bummer, because that seemed really
not the
cool.
murderer.
That
No one
little
runs away
Easter
from
egg,
object
the
of
game.
worship.
It's like a full game. It's a fully different game. That
She
they
could
just
be
popped
another
in.
victim who was with us.
Yeah, a completely different game pops up. Yep.
Perhaps an accomplice who fled for some reason.
That was like in No More Heroes they do that too.
She is
It's
also
like Travis falls
one
asleep on a train and he plays like a whole different game.
Whatever it was, Anna was
That game's
holding on
alright.
to in her hand.
But why? Why did she leave her here?
Only Miss Stiletto here.
So you guys taking in the story so far pretty well? Maybe we should summarize. Oh, we'll summarize the next time we start streaming.
Yeah, can bring us up to speed. They're just like getting the clues to like the basic clues that we already know pretty much. Like, women's wearing stilettos. There's little
It's really simple.
Yeah, it's nothing like too perplexing so far.
But
there was like minor clues that really don't like, you know, you're not gonna know. Like that picture, you don't even know what you're looking at. So how the hell would you know?
Don't keep me in the dark then. Who might this?
It does start to make
lady
sense
be?
at the end though.
Diane.
It's like, York, would you
the
stop
owner of the
smoking
art
at a
gallery.
crime scene?
But
Like,
she's
you
out of town
idiot.
for a big art auction. I heard she'll be coming back.
That's
in a
like
couple
putting your
days.
DNA all over it.
Then we'll just have to give her a.
That's
warm,
almost like shooting
open
things
home.
around a crime
You're guilty
scene.
now.
More immediate
Yeah.
matter then.
It's almost like putting your own
Where in
bullet
town
casings
can
around
we
a crime
find
scene.
something?
He's a really good agent. Don't
Should be
question
a
him.
building that isn't used anymore.
Don't question his
A
ego.
lot of
That's how we do it in the
metal
city.
or metal machinery
Bunch of
or
Neanderthals.
something like that.
The old lumber mill.
The old lumber mill. They said it together.
Some
It's time
Japanese
to really
stuff.
get this
It was an
show.
aha moment.
Could you guide me to this perfect setting?
Time
for
really get this show on the road. What a showman. It's a detective and a showman.
Well, that was it, I guess.
I think that's the end of the chapter.
Yeah, so this is a good spot to stop. And I'm really sorry, guys, but I don't think we're going to continue tonight. I kind of wanted to, but I don't think so. But we can just play again tomorrow.
That's fine.
We'll take it off for tonight. But tomorrow at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, we could probably put... Do you mind putting, like, maybe 5 hours in so we can make up for the time lost today?
I got all the time in the world for this game. I love it.
You know what you should try to do? Try whistling the whistle song non-stop without stopping and see how long you can whistle before you get too tired to whistle anymore.
I can't, I can only, like, suck in whistle. I can't do blowout whistle.
Oh. Oh. Pretty much sounds the same. You suck!
I do. I'm not great.
Alright, let's skip that and
We'll say this,
quit
though,
the
George.
game.
Profiling
So they're
is a
like,
risky
alright,
business.
York.
Of course, if the unsub planted those stiletto footprints.
The unsub.
If you're...
Alright, guys. Well, it was an awesome stream. I really enjoyed it. And, hey, since I have the extra time tonight, if I do find time anyway, I'll be able to put them up on YouTube. So, check it out later. I'm really excited to rewatch it because I thought it was pretty entertaining.
It's a good game. Good game. Needs more
Thanks.
credit.
Thanks, Basil.
Of course. We're not done here yet, though. We gotta finish this game. Don't thank me just yet.
But yeah, we only put 2 hours in. It felt like longer, but that's only 2 hours. So we have another
Lot.
10 hours to go. So if we do 5 hours tomorrow, 5 hours Sunday, we'll have it pretty much down by then.
Roughly, yeah. I think we made some good progress, though, so far.
Yeah, it was good progress.
See you guys.
Bye, guys. Bye, all. Oh my god, I just realized. Which stream were you guys watching? Was this Hitbox?
And,
Okay, the Twitch stream I noticed was zoomed in the whole time.
yeah, I only just noticed that. Wow, you're right.
That's okay. We'll fix that tomorrow. I'm fixing it right now, actually. Just really quick.
Dual stream.
Hey, there's so many things that go into planning a dual stream, and I didn't have time for it.
Did you... This the first time? This is the first?
Yeah, this is the first time I ever dual streamed to both Twitch and Hitbox simultaneously.
That's so crazy.
Goodbye, guys. See you tomorrow.
See you, everybody.
Alright, that was fun. I like that game.
That's good.
It's a quirky game. If any game's quirky, it's that one.
So you gotta go pick up bronze?
Yeah, gotta go pick her up, and then I'll work on something else for the rest of the night. But hey,
Yeah, that was good timing. I gotta go do stuff too.
yeah.
Actually.
So tomorrow we'll finish the other half of the game.
If you want to play Monster Hunter later tonight, let me know.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, that's my brother.
Is that your brother who was screaming the whole time?
Yeah, sorry. He's got his son over, so he's playing with him.
Oh, okay. I was like, man,
hoping-
people are angry there.
I was hoping that no one could hear that, but he's loud. He's a loud motherfucker.
I heard it like maybe 3 times. Someone scream, and I thought, wow, someone in there is just really mad.
This snowball is too good. It's too good. Picks everything up.
Yeah.
You can't put a noise gate on Skype, can you?
Can, but doesn't the snowball have like different settings you can set it to on the microphone, or no?
The Blue Yeti or whatever does, but this one, this is just a. It's fairly
Oh,
chill
okay.
run.
I have to go because I'm late.
All right, it's fine.
All right, I'll message you on Skype though.
All right, take it easy.
All right, bye.